We ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Safe to say I don't know you, but now I'ma never know you. Fuck your hope, it's just another obstacle I'm stepping over. Every time I turn around, it's something I ain't never sober. Ain't no coming back, you take it there, once you're dead it's over. You don't got me in your best interest, of screaming out your eyes. Princess cut deuces leaning out the ride. Look at your soundtrack, all material I supplied. Jeopardize my kids' meals, send them all on a doctor ride. We represent the minority, let's monopolize more than 1 million tears drop. Dealt with too many chopper rides. Everybody for self, nobody chopping pies. Conniving niggas lay down in the box of lies. Ignorant and fucked up, why would you want the old banks? That nigga there's a closed case. 20 years of my cold tapes, bubbly chairs and gold plates. Brought the ugly stairs and nose breaks. Room full of snakes, finally no space. Fake nigga with a fake page, I'm on a ghost chase. God bless the child that hold his own and keep his folks straight. Grimy in the cold state, that's how it gotta be. Dominating finally, I'ma make you proud of me. Yeah, safe to say I don't know you, but now I'ma never know you. Fuck your hope, it's just another obstacle I'm stepping over. Every time I turn around, it's something I ain't never sober. Ain't no coming back, you take it there, once you're dead it's over. You're all the way gone, incapable of change, why try? Too busy stuck in the matrix, you die without Wi-Fi. Just mind your business, witness turn a blind eye. Shit, who we packing, kiss your burner, bye-bye. Your bridge is burning, not mine. I lost my partner in the crime. Wish I can go get you, kick it with you one last time. Snap a dope picture, shit don't make no sense. Hoping I crack the code quicker. My face a jewel, don't let the platinum and gold trick you. The only role models on our side's the Falcon. They teach you all about crime. Lucky if he get out fine. Most of my friends were outlined or outlaws. Why would we care about yours? The bundles of joy, rip up your house floors. The victim line of vouch for us. We on the strip with rocks and Glocks tours. Run from the force, know what they got for us. We all with it, hope you fit it, don't get knocked off. Moment of silence for the while as you feel a block pause. Yeah, safe to say I don't know you, but now I'ma never know you. Fuck your hope, it's just another obstacle I'm stepping over. Every time I turn around, it's something I ain't never sober. Ain't no coming back, you take it there, once you're dead it's over.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. We back again on this good Wednesday. The Get Boxing is Just Do. Y'all already know. If you catch this on the playback, smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, and come rock out with the fam. How y'all feeling today, man? Salute to everybody, man. One more day closer. It is fight week, like I told y'all, man. I was going to be building on this fight all the way up until whenever we got a good fight, that's what I'm going to do. And interestingly enough, I think it's been enough hype and build up around this fight to continue to build on it, right? It's a lot of different takes, a lot of different speculations, man. A lot of people giving their opinions and, you know, different thoughts on what's going to take place and, you know, just the fight itself, right? So that's good for boxing because I feel like this fight is somewhat highly anticipated. And like I've been saying, I think this is the most, you know, anticipated fight for both guys, man. So we're going to continue to build, man. We're one day closer. Saturday is a few days away. We're going to enjoy this fight, man. But in the meantime, we're going to cook on some good boxing. We're going to talk about Canelo and what I just read about him and his some options of his that they threw out there for May. And you won't believe who's not on the list of options, and you won't believe who's on the list. And I feel like it's bad news again for the sport because it's more of the same. And I just ain't going for it. I definitely won't be participating in it. Let me say what's up to the family, man. All things, what's good, family? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Miss Joette, peace and blessings to the queen. How you feeling today? Cash Crypto, what it do, family? Al Booger in the building. Mike, my bro. Kyle Sports, man. Great build, by the way. I was there the whole time listening in. Good cook. Mike, my bro. Remo, what's good with it? Yes, sir. It's fight week. Dante Hall Boxing Talk, what it do, bro? My baby girl, Miss JusDue's in the building. How you feeling? So Dante was good with it. So at home, son had an ear infection. Oh man, prayers up to the son, your baby boy. Hope he feeling better, man. Hope he get better. Okay, you watching Salvador Sanchez and Azuma Nelson? Yes, sir. That's them throwback fights. Be it, man. That's where it's at. Freestyle Media Sports, man. What's good with it? You been under the weather? You too, man. I think like a lot. It been going around, man. My kids been getting sick too. You know what I mean? So I even had a little episode last night, early this morning, like 3 something. So I feel you, man. Hopefully you get better as well. I hope all y'all get better in the building, man. I'm feeling LDTV. Blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? Remo in the building. Like, make sure I ain't missing nobody. Marcus, what it do, family? How you feeling? Sports Prediction 101 is in the building. What's good with it? Hardcore Boxing News. Hashtag JBT. What's good with it, Hardcore? What's good with it, Jack? Y'all already know, man. Tap into the family. J Hardcore, Kai Sports. You know, we on the job, man. How y'all feeling though? You know, we back again. We back again to build on some more boxing, man. And like I said, I always do my reading before I come here. And D man, what's good with it, my bro? Good to see you in the building. What's happening with it, man? I did my reading, y'all, and I came across Canelo Alvarez, and this article with revealing what his potential options is for May. And I gotta say, 2 things really right off the top. One, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I'm not. And 2, man, I think it's just more bad news and more of the same. I think this guy, and if these are the correct options, man, I just don't feel like this guy is interested at all in giving people what they want. You get what I'm saying? And where this article is at on, I think it was Boxing News too. Yes, sir. Here we go. Boxing News 24. I always do my reading, man. And it's weird to see this. Joe, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Salute to everybody. Y'all make sure y'all punch the like button out. Man, we're going to talk about it, man. I just don't like this. It's more the same from Canelo Alvarez. It's just not something that you could get behind and respect as a true boxing supporter. You just want to see quality fights, and you figure if you got all the belts at 168, the least you can do for the people is fight guys at 168. And when I hear that your potential options is JERMALL Charlo, you get what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford and Jaime Munguia. You get what I'm saying? Now, look, although those, you got Munguia is what it is. You'll beat him. I already know without a doubt. I get the JERMALL Charlo thing, but it just ain't time for that. And he ain't even been at 68. Crawford is nowhere near 68. He ain't even been outside of 47. Plus, on top of that, he got work in business to take care of with Spence in the meantime. So I just don't know how they're going to swing all of this. And I'm not going to be surprised if he end up picking one of these dudes. And again, just doing like a process of elimination. You figure Crawford is tied up at the moment, at least contractually. So I don't think you'll see him as a potential option, not next. But I feel like the reason why I titled this is bad news is because, again, bro, where are the 68-pounders at on this list? Jaime Munguia, bro, that's not it. That's not it. Terrence Crawford got work. We got something to take care of, bro. JERMALL Charlo is just getting his feet back wet, and he ain't even been at 68 officially. A1 Hoop Zone, what's good with it, bro? Ghost, what's good, family? How y'all bros feeling? David Morrell Jr. is free. That's what I'm saying, Ghost. I understand. I know he ain't gonna go that route. But you ain't feeling it, man. Jose Diaz in the building. Ashley's corner with a Duke. Cuzzo, how you feeling? Jay, what's good with it? Jay, good to see you in the building, man. How y'all feeling? Hope everybody feeling well in the building, man. I know this weather been kicking some of our ass a little bit. But yeah, man, again, these options, they don't excite me. I don't think this is good for boxing. I feel like this is more robbing the fans of quality fights. Again, you got to think the standard that a lot of people hold him to, and I just don't understand why we can't hold him to. Why when we ask that he live up to the standard that people set for him, or the one that he claims he set for himself, it's an issue. I just don't get it. I don't want to see none of these matchups, bro. Not right now. Obviously, JERMALL CHARLO, for obvious reasons, I don't want to see that right away. You get what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia, we already know we're going to get there. That guy definitely ain't beat no damn Canelo. And again, Crawford got work to do. So I just don't see it, man. But it don't excite me at all because once again, he's trying to find his way out of fighting true 68-pounders. And it's very frustrating to continue to even hear this, read this stuff. Munguia is fighting John Ryder in January. Right, I did. Yeah, that is true. He is. So again, even his options is a little sus because I don't like him. King Judah was good with it, bro. How you feeling? Can I stop pulling guys up to take them belts from him? I'm telling you, man, he got to fight somebody for real. Never pulling tank as usual. Now I think what he doing is is considerably different. Where as he just has no intent on fighting people in his weight class. Cash, you said we all know Canelo's moves, so be ready for Mo to be next, right? Got a chance to make 2024 a hell of a year for boxing, absolutely, bro. And I feel like the way we do that A1 is when you got your biggest earners, not just earning the money, but or making the money, but you know, when you have your biggest money makers earning their money and giving us the right fights, right? That's how you continue to start this year off the right way. You don't want one of the biggest sellers or cash cows of the sport to be participating in fights where he's not truly being challenged because he's not fighting guys that's in his weight class, and it's frustrating, man. It really is. John Wick in the building. What's good, family? How you feeling? Names are to get Canelo to the third fight without diluting the investment. PBC is giving up front. Hey, Remo, I think they trying to secure victories, bro. I really do. I think he's trying to secure victories, and I think in the process, he don't give a damn the quality of the opponent, where he bringing them from. All he know is he ain't fighting David Benavidez. And like I said, bad news because that's who's not on the list. You have no Benavidez on the list, but they're saying Benavidez is a potential opponent. John, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? They're saying he's a potential opponent for September, possibly. So again, it's just I don't understand how many hoops and hurdles and you know how much dipping and dodging you gonna continue to do without giving us meaningful fights. But it's at some point, man, you gotta deliver, bro. At some point, you gotta deliver. You know what I mean? You got to. Canelo is professional bullshit, right, Jay? He shot out, bro. He got to do better, man. He got to do better. And they saying a final decision is going to be made shortly. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, David Benavidez, like I said, didn't make the initial cut. My issue with that again, bro, how dare you have 3 options lined up if these are in fact the correct potential options? How dare you have 3 options lined up and none of them are true 68-pounders? None of them? Bro, man, you serious? None of them is Benavidez. Not one of them. You dead serious? Like, come on, man. Come on. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. Salute to Canelo. I respect him, but I don't respect some of these moves. I can't rock with it. I ain't got to tear him down just to make my point, because he's a hell of a fighter, and this is why we want to see him. This is why we demand more of him. This is why we want to see him in there with the absolute best. are at least true 68 pounders, man. Take your pick. You got a number of guys to pick from. And again, your options are constantly something that, you get what I'm saying? Your options are constantly something that's, unpleasing to the fans. You just not hitting the mark, bro. PBC must make it happen. I'm telling you, PBC gotta force this guy to fight PBC fighters. And that I'm glad you said that, because with him being with the PBC, look at the options that they throwing out there. You got at least 2 of them not being PBC fighters, right? You get what I'm saying? Hyman McGee is not a PBC fighter. Neither is Terrence Crawford. I know you got Maul Charlo, so I think if these are in fact the options, man, they're gonna try to throw Maul Charlo in there. If I'm seeing things clearly, I see Maul Charlo getting an opportunity. And then he gonna say he gave us both of the Charlo fights after they've been chasing him all these years. This is crazy, bro. If he fight both Charlos like this, man, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Mel, Maul, and Benavidez to end it off. And you get what, Ghost? That's why they saying Benavidez for September, potentially. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. So amazing. And the building was good. He said I gave Haney all the swing rounds and barely gave him 5 rounds. He didn't beat Loma. How did he win that fight? He was getting flushed in his face all night. His highlight body punches. I just think throughout the fight, I think he did the more consistent work. And I think Loma's issue in there was output and him, again, not giving 100% of the effort. I think that's how he lost that fight. You get what I'm saying? Taking his foot off the gas. You get what I'm saying? He was in position to steal the fight or potentially win it, but I think that's how he fell short. You get what I'm saying? But if you feel like he won, I see no argument here. I always had it 7-5 for Haney, but I get if people saying it a different way, because the two dominant rounds in the fight came from Loma. People should have made big fights with Canelo, but they want that Canelo bread, and will allow anything to happen. I'm with you, Ghost. I kind of think so too. I think the money that he brings in just allows him special privilege, and it's unfortunate because we the fans suffer because we have to sit through fights or be forced to if we want to see these fights. You get what I'm saying? Pay for BS, and I mean, we just like my bro JD saying, we ain't paying for poop, man. Adam was good with it. And Canelo, nobody wants to see me fight Benavidez. What has he done? Yeah, he can't keep pulling that one, right? Canelo and fight Benavidez is the biggest duck in the last 20 years. Jay, man, you feel me? Talk to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ashley's corner. Cuzzo said the weight is not a problem. Canelo just don't want to take any more chances after Beaver. Right. He don't want to take no fights. I think that he feel like he really can lose. I just don't think so. Is him gonna get fight RYDER next? Yeah, right. And he ain't a PBC fighter either. So I take that with. I think those are deflections. I don't think those fights are really possibilities as much as people say. You get what I'm saying? For obvious reasons. And then the fact that he's on PBC. And you look at the list of fighters, there's only one guy that's over there in the PBC. So it's like eeny, meeny, miny, JERMALL. Like at this point, you get what I'm saying? Mel first, then Maul. I think that's what it is, Cuzzo. I think that's what's going on. And they keep slipping Benavidez in there for last in September. So I hope, listen, I can deal with, I can accept him fighting a JERMALL Charlo next if Benavidez is the final fight on the contract for him. I can roll with that. I can get with that. As long as you fight that man, whether you beat him or not. I just want to see the fight. Slap in the face. There's no truth. Want to see. You get what I'm saying? Right. Hardcore. And it's like, bro, all we are demanding is you fight guys that's in your weight class, because it's clear anything less, you running through guys and beating dudes up. You get what I'm saying? We just want to see you compete with the best or fight guys that want to fight you. And we know it's one guy in the Mexican monster that's starving for an opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, right, Ghost. You know they're gonna do it. Showtime, the guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling, man? Good to see you in the building. Kurt, my bro, pulling double duty. Salute to you. Canelo need to retire and go fight exhibitions or something. It's funny you said that, because look what Benavidez had to say, Kurt. Look what Benavidez. I had a little short clip, y'all, from Benavidez. This is what Benavidez had to say.
I think because he has a big ego too. We got to give it to the boxing world. You know, boxing needs this fight. I mean, if he's still going to be in this division, he's still going to be around. I mean, I know people say that he's done enough, that he doesn't need to fight. So why does he have all the belts? He should just do celebrity boxing matches like everybody else. You know what I mean? Why is he still trying to be holding the belts hostage and not giving the number one contenders the opportunity that they deserve?
Now tell me y'all, what name one thing wrong with David Benavidez just said right there? He keeps saying like you feel like you don't have to prove nothing no more, so why hold on to the belts? Like, yo, why hold the belts hostage if you keep pulling that you don't have to prove this and you don't have to fight this one or that one, you don't fight Mexicans and so on and so forth. And respect to everything that Canelo has accomplished and put on for boxing. Respect to him. But I know he can give us more than that. I know he can do better than what he's doing. I know that. And we're not asking for too much because they don't have no problem asking for us to shell out all types of money to see these fights. They don't mind asking for our dollar. So I definitely don't mind as the paying customer asking for a more quality fight for my money. And I think that's fair, bro. It's all fair to me. Get what I'm saying? Definitely more hardcore. They gonna throw him right in there. Over there more win with the 3 rounds. Yeah, I get you. I always gave it 7-5. I felt like it was close for sure. It was close, but you know, I always gave it to Dad. If he gave 100%, Loma did. Bro to avenge his little bros, the storyline. I'm telling you, hardcore, yeah. This ain't. I ain't mad. This the different Charlo. And then they gonna be like, see, I thought he was ducking these guys. See, I told you he was never ducking these guys. He always wanted to fight them, and then he gonna end up with wins over both of them, and they're gonna be talking crazy. Al Booker shout out. He said top 5 options are Jamal, and Jamal. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Gertz, what it do, family? How you feeling, man? Baco, what's good with it, fam? Salute to you in the UK. Appreciate you stopping through. Kendra, what it do, family? Good to see you in the building. About Canelo fights, he not getting me. Nah, he ain't getting me either, John. He not, bro, because he knows no one sanctioned about it will dare strip him. Nope, because he, and that's again, he's abusing his status. No disrespect to him, he abusing his status in the sport of boxing, and he using the people money to continue to, you know, finance his lifestyle. And while he go in here and fight these setup fights, and it's very frustrating to continue to watch. No disrespect to JERMALL, CHARLO whatsoever, but that last fight was a setup fight, y'all. It was definitely that's a setup fight if I ever seen one. Yeah, let's drag the guy up that's been injured. You know what I mean? Off a layoff up 2 weight classes where he never been and fight me. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that make a lot of sense. yeah, that's a tough fight. That's the toughest fight out there for me. Yeah, let me bring up a junior middleweight, a career junior middleweight to super middleweight. And yeah, let's duke it out. And then everybody justify, well, he signed the contract. I'm not trying to hear that, man. Who wouldn't take that fight? You get what I'm saying? Who wouldn't go get that bag? You know what I'm saying? But damn, you know what I mean? It's other fights to be made, bro. David Benavidez is a deserving participant, bro. He's very deserving of the fight. You cannot say what has he done. That's garbage. Avni Yildirim didn't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? Rocky Fielding. You know what I'm saying? He fought several guys that we know Benavidez got in the ring with, he'd punch on. So my thing is, let's stop finding reasons to not make great fights. Regardless of who will win this fight, I think Canelo got a very good chance of winning this fight. You know what I mean? Experience, craftiness. He's a very good fighter. He's still talented. He's not washed up. I just think he's on the decline. I don't think, I think his absolute best days might be behind him, but I still think he got some really good days in front of him at the end of the day. And I think he's being very strategic as to how he's making these fights, bro. And it's very stressful to keep watching it, man. Still, he said he's still in the favorite views. They don't want to smoke with Morale. Yeah, I'd love to see that too, Kendra. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bole, what it do, family? The reason went back to PBC was that Beaver fight flop. I mean, I feel like PBC was a place for him to go, right? Bole, it seemed like it, but now I don't know. Now looking at how it might roll out, I just don't know. But again, if I could get Benavidez at the end, I'll take the Jamal Charlo fight. Morel versus Benavidez then. I love it. Caesar, salute to you, fam. Appreciate you pulling up Mexican boxing. What's good with it? Smoke and mirrors, bro. All smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? Facts, that's fair. That's all we need. You need to fight Morel. Absolutely, 100%. Showtime, the guy in the super chat. Much love and appreciation, my guy. Appreciate the love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to Showtime, man. Appreciate you, bro. Like David Beckham, he lead 168 without fighting Morrell. A known 9-fight having a WBA champion. Exactly, man. It's not a good look, yo. I feel like that's a fight that we could get to. And for obvious reasons, man. It's a reason that man is confident about fighting him. And I don't think he hype. I think Morrell is the goods, bro. Yeah, John. I mean, and people refuse to, bro. You know what I mean? We refuse to. Charles bro's been hollering at man for years. From Canelo, I'll be a JERMALL too. I get it. Sports predictions, I get it. But just follow me for a second. Wouldn't you have preferred those fights where all guys involved were at the top of their games? Because Canelo was a top fighter at 54, right? He could have fought them dudes then. He could have even fought Maul at 60. You get what I'm saying? You see the circumstances in which he giving us the fights. That's the only thing I don't respect. Yeah, I respect challenges. I respect you stepping in the ring. I get it. But you're spray painting a turd and telling us it's gold. Like, you get what I'm saying? Are you spray painting a bar of silver and telling us it's a bar of gold? Like, this is what's going on. That's what they're doing. It's too much. They're setup fights because he has all of the advantages, right? So it just make people look bad. And then you take credible quality fighters that are probably not at the top of their game, and then you beat them, and then you want to get the 100% respect. Like, I would have respected more respectfully had you fought one of those dudes either or at 54, then fought the other one at 60. You get what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. But I just feel like the way they setting it up is frustrating. I can see through it. And again, man, Maul ain't all the way back. You get what I'm saying? He ain't all the way back. But again, if BENAVIDEZ is at the end of this, I'll deal with it. And I don't feel like Maul gonna get. I don't feel like it's gonna be the same way Mel fight look. I don't. Fender Bender was good with it, fam. Peeping in the blinds, right? What's good with it, Icon Canadian? How you feeling, bro? Salute to everybody, man. In the building. That's why I don't want Bud fighting Canelo at 168 at all. Not sports predictions, because bro, at the end of the day, it's another setup fight. Bud Crawford is great, but what he will be trying to do is take a great fighter. Just peep the patterns, bro. He will be taking another great fighter, despite what people feel about him personally. He will be taking a great fighter in Bud Crawford, dragging him way up to unfamiliar territory, and then putting him in a situation where he's fighting an uphill battle, and he has all the advantages, and more than likely, he'll be just looking for that kill shot and trying to knock him out. You get what I'm trying to say? And without your body properly acclimating to these weight classes, you give yourself even less of a chance to be successful. So you're not going to fool me, even though I know Bud Crawford is great. Listen, and I ain't saying it's out the realm of possibility for him to pull it off, but just think about what he'd be up against in the uphill battle he'll be facing if he really just went from 47 to 68 and fought Canelo Alvarez, bro. Nobody even should be asking him to do that. Like, unless he want to do it, I'm 100% behind it. I'm a supporter. I'm going to watch the fight because I know any fight he get into, he going to come there and fight, right? So, but at the end of the day, me as the supporter, it's guys at 68 that you definitely need to fight. Crawford shouldn't even be an option right now in your next fight anyway, especially that he got business to take care of with Spence. So, I don't know, man. You using these names, and this ain't the way to go. You know what I mean? Them belts. Yeah, give up the belts if you ain't staying there. Yeah, if you ain't staying there, give up the belts. Salute to my guy, Kurt. Man, that's all. We just want to see the right fights, y'all. There's no shade, no slight to him. I need to fight BENAVIDEZ by September. And you get what I'm saying? Hardcore, because that's as long as I'm willing to wait without just calling it what it is, bro. That's the longest I'm willing to wait for that. I can't, there's no reason for it. He's fighting the people he need to fight. He got back-to-back good wins, man. Like, BENAVIDEZ is ascending. You get what I'm saying? His stock rising. He constantly trying to get better. He's still looking dangerous as ever. Like, you just get that young man a shot, man. Just give him a shot, bro. Just give him a shot. I promise you, we'll only ask you to do it once. Well, if the fight ain't good and you just blow him out. But if it's a banger, run that joint back, man. Yeah, they definitely got weight classes for a reason, Kurt. And anything less gonna get somebody beat up and hurt. BN Boxing News. Salute to my bro, man. He not, man. Good stuff is always just do. Canelo, not about it. And it look, I want to be very clear. I respect him as a fighter, man, as a viewer of the sport. Like, I respect what he can fight his ass off. If he couldn't, I wouldn't be asking for him to fight a guy like BENAVIDEZ. That's the reason why I'm asking for top tier fights, because I feel like those are going to be worth our money. Who in here feel like David BENAVIDEZ and Canelo wouldn't really be worth your money? Don't matter who you think will win. That'd be a good test. Stylistically, Benavidez he does some things, man, and his size alone and the way he fight, man, he'd give Canelo a lot to think about, if not beat him. But it'll be a damn good fight. I guarantee you we'll all walk away from that night feeling like, yo, damn, that was a good fight, yo. I'm glad we seen it. I'm glad he gave the young boy opportunity. And I'm glad David Benavidez got in there and fought him. Guarantee you we'll be saying that. None of us would be saying, yo, he got in there and laid down. Guarantee you, if anybody, David Benavidez ain't getting in there to lay down, bro. He ain't going to be shell-shocked, and he going to come to fight.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my guy, BN. Appreciate you. We just got to demand more for our money. That's all. Yeah. I think, and you know what? It's funny, Sports Predictions, because he said he got 2 fights left. Bud did, and he said Spence and Canelo. That's crazy. All right, cuzzo, I'm there. You already know. He's trying to see weight beat Benavidez problem, and then we'll take the fight and add a rehydration clause, right? And which mean, AKA, another advantage, Jay. Another advantage. That's all you want. Darren, what it do, family? How you feeling? Frequent flyers in the building. What's good, family? What's good with it? And Canelo got to fight Benavidez, but Bud don't have to fight Boots. No, damn sure got a better resume. Nah, I feel like if he's staying there, Dante, then we demand that fight, right? If Bud is staying at 47, we demand it. If not, then it is what it is, obviously, because he ain't there. But I feel like it's fair to demand the fight as long as he's in the weight class with Boots. And I'm right with you, you know what I'm saying? But if he leaves, then it is what it is, right? Whatever. But if you're there, make all the sense in the world to make that fight. They need to give it up. Canelo never given him a chance. Like Santa Cruz never gave Gary Russell Jr. his. Man, I think you're right, cuzzo. Hey, Jay, I think he a family. I think he moving. I think honestly, now just looking at it, now that you said that, I think he might just be simply waiting for this kid to move up a weight class, bro. I think he waiting for him to move up a weight class. Canelo, Doug. he just ain't moving right, Joe. He ain't moving right. Boots versus Devin, please. You're the face of boxing. I expect you to take a challenge, not cherry pick. Now that's all I'm saying, bro. Hey, John, if you can make what they say in his last fight, 35, 50 million, you can make 50 million. I think he said 50 million, bro. I'll fight Canelo right now for 50 million, like today. You get what I'm saying, bro? For 50 million, get even 30, 20, 10, you know what I'm saying? 5. I'll fight Canelo today. No training, no nothing. Right now, I get in there and take my nap proudly, and I'll be a millionaire, bro. You get what I'm saying? So he a trained professional. He's a beast. He can handle it. It's not none of these fights, bro, that we asking him to fight. None of these dudes where he won't have a chance to win. None of them. None of them, bro, because he's that good. You get what I'm saying? I just want to be clear with where people understanding that I definitely respect this dude as a fighter and a talent, but I just don't respect the moves. It's a lot of spray painted BS. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of champagne showers. You get what I'm saying? That's I don't. You get what I'm saying? We don't want champagne showers. You know what I'm saying? We want real fights, bro. Tim Layton in the building. Hashtag JBT JusDueBoxing talk in the building. What's good, family? How you feeling? Trying to pray on the week. I hear you trying to fight Maul. Yeah, frequent. Tay, the real queen of MMA. How you feeling, queen? Good to see you in the building. Appreciate you. Yeah, I punched the like button. David Benavidez, my guy, but can't use the same aggressive style against Canelo. Wish I could tell him what I'm talking about. Canelo counter punching can stop everything. I get that. I get what you're saying. Sports predictions. I get that. I look at it this way, right? The physical dimensions of David Benavidez will make it a little more difficult than normal for him to land those counters, because Benavidez got that long jab. He can stay long with it. He ain't even got it. You get what I'm saying? Canelo got to be the guy closing the gap and trying to get in close because he got the much shorter arms, right? I think David can pick him off from long, yo, and with the combination punching and the output and the pressure, I think he can give him some trouble, bro. And I don't think Canelo necessarily got the legs to keep him out of trouble. Regular Joe's, yeah. Hey, Jonathan, at this point, you might as well send me a ticket. Send a ticket out here to Jersey and let me get that fight, bro. I'll get out my car right now. I'm fighting for that. You get what I'm saying, Tim? I'll fight Canelo tonight, bro. Tonight. You know what I'm saying? The next couple hours, bro, for that type of money. You tripping. I'm fighting him. DK was good when he said Canelo treats David like Loma treated Haney when Haney became Loma's mandatory. Basically was saying the younger guy hasn't done enough to deserve the opportunity, but fans wanted to see the fights. That is very similar, DK. Edgar Chavez jersey is in the building. My bro Marquis was good with the family. Good to see you. And Morrell got the skills, the size, and the talent to sleep with Canelo and BENAVIDEZ. I definitely think he got the skills, the talent to give dudes hell, Ghost. I believe in him as a real talent. I think he on somewhat of a fast track. I think when you look at a guy like David Morrell, people are looking for quantity. You're not getting quantity with David Morrell. You're getting more quality. You just look at the young guy, looking up and down his resume, and you tell me if he ain't been fighting quality kind of out the gate, yo. So the dude a little different, man. They got him kind of fast tracked, and I think if he can get more of the fights that he wants, he'd be even on a faster track. You get what I'm saying? Sinak Beko, I think is going to be a good showing for him. That's going to be another opportunity for him to prove why he deserves marquee fights. Right now, with not that many fights, I mean, nobody was in outrage when Lomachenko with what 2 fights? You know what I'm saying? What he got 2 fights in 2-3 fights with Gary Russell and fought him. So deep for the win in the building. Was good, family. How you feeling, bro? So nobody had no problems with that. So I mean, just give the people the right fights. And yeah, right, Remo, right. He trying to get that check, man. But that's the thing with Canelo, man. He gonna make sure they make sure that the opponents get paid for their ass whoopings, though. Like dudes you never heard nobody fight Canelo and complain about that bag. So he gonna make sure, but that's the problem. The fighter stomach is gonna be fed, his financial situation gonna be taken care of, but we the fans gonna have to sit through a potential lopsided fight or a fight where another setup fight and pay money to see it. So it's frustrating, bro. Let's be patient. I think we want in the end. I mean, look, Darren, they keep saying that BENAVIDEZ is potentially for September. So you might be right, bro. I'm an optimistic dude. I think but I do feel like the longer it goes, the less likely we are to see it. And I'm gonna start feeling like he just waiting for BENAVIDEZ to go on out the division, so he ain't gotta worry about him. Yeah, man. September, he gotta make something shake, John. Loma had 2 championship fights in a row. Get what I'm saying? Frequent dude coming off a loss, bro. Come on now. Nobody batted an eye. I mean, some of us did, right? But people was cool with that. So come on, David BENAVIDEZ fighting title eliminator after title eliminator. I mean, he did beat Caleb Plant. You get what I'm saying? He beat Caleb. Then he turned around. He beat Andre. He been calling for Canelo for a little while now. So I think it's time to, get that young man his opportunity to be great and just call it what it is and move on. Stop trying to give us the 52 fake out with these other names like Terrence Crawford and Jaime Munguia. Don't nobody want to see that. Crawford, I get at a shot, like I said, if that's something he want. But other than that, I'm, as the viewer, not asking him to jump up and fight that guy unless that's something he got in his plans for real. Then I'm all for it. He said, y'all know the ring, Doug Devin. You a fool, bro. You a fool. We're going to talk about that some more, too. We're going to talk. I told y'all it's fight week, so we're going to keep building on that fight as well. So Maxi Pat, belt to be real. They cheat him, yeah. They took that from Maxi. Yeah, he definitely earned his shot, bro. And look, I feel like this, too, Ghost. Look, next man up mentality. Both of those dudes, Andre, both him and BENAVIDEZ said they're not going to sit around and wait for Canelo. So my thing is, with Andre, like, is there any chance, not Andre, but with BENAVIDEZ, is there any chance that he'd be interested in fighting David Morrell? Because we obviously know Canelo's not giving you the shot, bro. And you say, even if it's at light heavyweight, huh? I feel you. Man. Look, we just got to demand more. And I feel like, again, I speak for y'all, the paying customer, man. We paying customers. We buy these fights. We just paid for a pay-per-view, right? That was worth our money. At least I did. I thought David BENAVIDEZ and Andre was worth the money. And if he could, if they can deliver and that fight be $75, then why the hell can't, you know, a guy that's making 50 M's give us a real fight with a true super middleweight? That's crazy to me, yo. I don't think people understand that. And that's why I'm always on his case, man. I just be wanting to be clear about this. It's not that I don't respect with the work that he's put in and none of that. It's just I don't respect the moves. I know what I'm seeing, and I want to see real challenges. I don't want to see spray painted turds. I don't want to see setup fights. I don't want to see fights where you got all the advantages and these dudes fighting uphill battles. Yo, like, no, bro. You already got 60-something fights. What kind of advantage you need? Bro has been pro since he's 15 years old, man. Are you serious? You get what I'm saying? What the hell? What kind of advantage you need, bro? You've been fighting since a teenager, literally. You've been fighting grown men since a teenager. What kind of advantage are you looking for at this point in your career, dude? Like, you can't make this stuff up, man. Get in there and fight the right people, bro. That's all I ask, man. That's it. That is it. That's all, man. Caleb, please fight Andre. Yeah, that horrible fighter who used to give you body shots. That little for a week is how he did. How he get another title fight. And you know what it is? Look, John, it ain't even that we got to drag him, right? We just call it out. We call out the BS and the bad politics that I think ruins the sport, right? And gives the sport a bad name, a black eye. This dude continuously, Lomachenko, gets opportunities after losses, bro. He gets title fights after losses, bro, just to set himself back up in position to achieve something. That is crazy to me. You get what I'm saying? Canelo can strategically maneuver around and use his status to maneuver around David Benavidez. Meanwhile, you got Lomachenko that was offered an opportunity to fight for undisputed, lost, came up short, then got another offer to fight for a vacant title, turned that down, and still got another offer to fight for a title, man. I'm not trying to knock nobody. That's crazy to me. You just fought for undisputed and lost. Then they offered you a Shakur Stevenson fight. You cool on that. Then they said you was going to take some time off. The very next thing we hear is you in line to fight in Australia in a title fight with Kambosos. You can't make this stuff up. Look at how many opportunities he got, yo. How many people get an opportunity to turn down a title shot and still at the next door, it's another title opportunity with an easier opponent and almost a guaranteed win? That's crazy to me. Man, he shouldn't be able to do that. He shouldn't be able to do that. He shouldn't be able to do that, bro. He shouldn't be able to do that, yo. You got to demand more from him. He the Matrix, right? He high tech, right? He the best thing since Pretty Boy Floyd and Muhammad Ali, right? Come on, man. What are we talking about? But he get an opportunity. Kambosos is gonna fight him. Kambosos is a buster too, man. Straight up, man. Dudes out here turning down smoke for safer wins, for wins that you know what I mean. Man, that the save face Plant versus Maul is a fight I want. Me too, bro. Me too. Manos Clan is into dragging the resistance. Loam up if he is getting ridiculous. Yeah, I hope if he get his shot, Jonathan, after this fight, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hope he treat him. I hope he treat him, bro. It's next. We are forgetting Canelo is the prize fighter with 60+ fight. Not a young buck anymore. Yeah, but again, I think the problem is, Darren, it's simply that. Again, the problem, who could you name another fighter at 68 that's more deserving of an opportunity at undisputed outside of Benavidez? You get what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. There's nobody else more deserving. And he literally fought everybody he could fight. He's not going to have 60 fights. He's going to be out of the division by that time. So they can't, there's nothing that he should have to prove more to get that shot. It's nothing more. It really ain't. Like, it's crazy because respecting Morrell, just beating David Morrell, guarantee him a shot at Canelo. There's nobody that he can fight that's going to guarantee him the shot. He literally fought a guy that Canelo did fight. He beat in Caleb Plant. He fought him to a decision. He beat him. Then he turned around and fought a guy that a lot of us know, you know, Canelo was avoiding in Andre. Now, given he was in his later stage, but he still fought him. He wasn't known on the hook for ducking Andre. He fought him. He fought him. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me. And just think about this, Darren. Just think about this, bro. Jermall Charlo got a chance to fight for undisputed at 68 having proven absolutely nothing there outside of 154 because he's a career junior middleweight. He got an opportunity to fight for undisputed at 168 before David Benavidez. That should be a crime, yo. Somebody should be penalized and fined for that. That's blasphemy, bro. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy to me because a lot of people glorifying not fighting for the belts. And I'm telling you, and in his case, when you got them all, Jay, you got to fight. 88 Sports Talk, what's good with it? Meanwhile, Jermaine Ortiz, Frank Martin, he's at Cruz, getting no title shot. And they sitting right there in the win, 88. Sitting right there in the win. Yeah, that's Icon. That's Bob Arum's grandson, bro. You know what I mean? I lost in the title fight with Salido. His next fight, he won the title. Right, frequent. Just wanted to know the name. Core resume, I feel you, though. He definitely knew Kambosos was on the table. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I wanted that Loma fight for him for sure. I did. You gonna wait till the first $100 million contract is up? Me, well, I asked to fight Benavidez for $100 million all by itself, Jay. All by itself. Be fighter of the year. What more does he need to prove? That's what I'm saying, John. I don't know what more you got to prove. Respectfully, like at 68, I just feel like he's in line, right? I know people like there's nothing. There's no argument I can make for why he don't deserve to fight. And just think about it again, bro. Think about the names that they throw out there. Again, think about it, bro. The names. None of them are Benavidez. Jaime Munguia, Terrence Crawford, Jamal Charlo. Nobody's a 68-pounder. Those are his options, not the guy that's sitting at 68 fighting title eliminator after title eliminator and keep proving himself. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. I don't understand how you do it, bro. I listen. I can be as patient as September, respectfully, for me, because that's what they just said, right? September Benavidez is the option, right? And keyword option. It shouldn't even be option no more at this point. Benavidez should be a mandatory fight in September. You get what I'm saying? It should be mandatory. It shouldn't even be an option, bro. It's crazy. And think about it. We being patient, but while we're being patient, bro, he's giving us fights with guys that don't participate at 168 pounds, and they're going in the record books as legit title defenses. Undisputed title defenses. Imagine being able to fight at a weight class and pull guys up that don't participate at the weight class, right? And get the win and have it be recorded as an undisputed 168-pound title defense. Imagine that. Just imagine how you cheating the people. That's crazy. Canelo, man, the people deserve better because you demand so much money to be seen, bro. 50 million is crazy to fight a junior middleweight. Man, bro, you might as well have came to Jersey and fought me. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all in the business of doing charity, it's charity. I'm just giving bags away at this point, man. Send me a ticket to Jersey. I will fly wherever you at. I'll fly to Guadalajara, Mexico, and fight you, bro. Right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now. For that type of money he getting, bro. Boxing 101, my bro. What's good with it? How you feeling, bro? Mello, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Fate, my God, double duty. Benzo, what's good with it? It's not about deserving to fight. Has a three fight. What's wrong with Benavidez in September? Nothing is wrong with Benavidez in September, Benzo. Nothing is wrong with that. I can deal with that. But again, the fact that they're saying it's another option, think about the options and why is he not even one of these options is crazy. But again, if they're gonna stand on business, bro, and he gonna really give us that fight in September, I say no more. Just do it, be quiet, and I'll sit through a Jamal Charlo fight, and I'll sit here and let all his fans go crazy about how he beat both of the Charlos, and they was calling for his name for years, and they both got beat. I can hear the stories now, but I can deal with that if at the end of all of that, September come rolling around, and we getting David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. You get what I'm saying? I'm cool, bro. I'm cool, and you notice I got all this energy for him, but I have not once tore him down as a fighter. I have not once called him trash or none of that. I'm strictly talking and speaking to his moves. And I feel like you deserve better than that. You owe it to yourself. You've been putting in so much work. Keep putting in work. You get what I'm saying? Keep creating separation with how great you are as a fighter by taking on these tough challenges and getting these dudes out of there. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That's all I want to see. A lot of pull with these sanctioned bodies. Absolutely frequent. Absolutely, bro. I took a fight. I fight only because his bro was having issues, and we know that. Yeah, man, we know how it go. He took that opportunity, and again, it worked in Canelo's favor, Darren, because how many people going to turn down the opportunity to fight Canelo? You get what I'm saying? I was afraid to force Canelo to do anything because last time he did, he let him know he would drop the belt. He would lose out on them big paydays. You already know, DK. You know how it go. You know how it go. They want that percentages, man. They want their points, DK, right off the top, bro. They want that right off the top. They want that right off the top. Nah, nothing is about it being Canelo's fault. It's just I demand more for my money, bro. Like, you look at his last few opponents and tell me the last time he fought a super middleweight. And if that don't at least rub you the wrong way, I don't know. Maybe we just see it different, but it rubs me the wrong way that a guy can fight at a weight class and not have to fight the other guys that are there that are more in line and deserving. Meanwhile, pulling up more guys that don't deserve the opportunity. You get what I'm saying? And again, I want to be very clear. Canelo is a hell of a talent. This is the only reason I demand more from him, because I know those fights will give us our bang for our buck. None of us will walk away from, in my opinion, nobody in this chat will walk away from a Canelo Alvarez or David Benavidez fight feeling cheated. Because two things we know, them dudes going to go in there and fight. Benavidez ain't never laid down, and I don't think he will in a fight. I think for somebody to beat him, you're just going to have to beat him. And who's to say Canelo can't do that? You get what I'm saying? Shawn Porter feels like nobody could challenge Benavidez at 168. He feels like nobody could challenge Benavidez, and that's Canelo included. But then you got a John Ryder that fought Canelo Alvarez that feels like Benavidez is draining himself at 168, and because of it, he won't beat Canelo. He said he feel like he losing power because he's draining himself, and he feel like Canelo will get the ups on him in that fight and beat him. So it's crazy how people got different takes as to who will win. You get what I'm saying? You got Shawn Porter being a fighter that fought everybody. I feel like Benavidez can't be challenged at 68 right now. I do think it's a guy in David Morrell that definitely could challenge him, if not beat him. Thrill Hill, what it do? Roger was good with it, family. Imagine Canelo announces a Billy fight. I'd be shocked. Hell yeah. And I give him credit because Billy's a young dog, man. You know what I mean? Canelo step on the CHARLO bros. I'd rather them fight each other. Yeah, y'all gotta get over. Oh, Canelo's like, bro, y'all mad? We want him to fight somebody at 68. That's all we want, John. No slight, no shade, no tearing him down as a fighter. Just saying, yo, get in there and fight a 68-pounder, bro. Shawn Porter, Morrell hater. I remember arguing with him about Morrell earned that belt of his by beating the #1 ranked WBA fighter at the Merritt versus Allen. Yeah, I remember that Ghost Lennox Allen fight. Cambosis trash. I hate to call fighters trash, Darren, but I'll just say this. I think, respectfully, I think Cambosis is about like a C+ fighter or something like that. I really do. All his wins, his biggest wins, were all split decisions. You get what I'm saying? None of those fights he won in convincing fashion, right? And then you see his more recent win, they pretty much had to rob a dude to give it to him. I think, especially since losing to Devin Haney, those back-to-back losses, I think humbled him, and I think it chipped at his confidence. And I truly don't feel like he's the same fighter. And even before that, he was undefeated, I didn't think he was that good. You get what I'm saying? But he accomplished some things, and you got to respect that, right? But if you just look at the grand scheme of things, like, pay attention to since he lost and tell me when again he looks good. Like, 3 fights in a row, he looked terrible. So I just don't think he's a guy at all, and I don't think he'll ever be any elite level guy. And I think you'll get an opportunity to see that when they schedule Loma and Cambosis. And I think they said that for around April 13th or 14th. I mean, Cubans had it easy. That's BS, Ghost. From what I understand, they got it some of the hardest, toughest rules in boxing. I ain't giving Dev so much credit for beating them. For me, I think people give Dev the most credit you give him is just the challenge in and of itself, right? Taking what people felt like was less money than what you obviously deserve, right? Took the bullshit deal 2 times over. And going over to unfamiliar territory in Australia and beating that guy not once but twice. So when you looking at that and him truly chasing what he said he wanted, right? It's a lot of respect to give him in that, right? But when you have a more in-depth conversation and you break down the level of opponent that Cambosis is, you come to the conclusion that he's not the best or the most dangerous guy, but you still respect the win because he went over there and took that from him. So you don't knock him for the win, but you understand. Look, it is what it is. To me, Cambosis is not the best, was never one of the best. I feel like he caught Teofimo at a very opportune time, and he took advantage of the version of Teofimo that got in the ring with him that night. Credit to him. He brought the right game plan, the right confidence and energy, and he executed and he stayed on it, right? But then you seen again, is you can win. It's cool to win one, but could you win it again? Yeah, you could win the belts, but could you defend them? And you see how quick his championship run was, and his championship run would have been even shorter had he fought Devin Haney sooner and did all that stalling that he was doing. You get what I'm saying? And he knew that, and I said it the whole time. He knew the very next time he got in the ring, he was gonna get them belts up, and I knew it. And it's like since then, you see him on a little skid. He just ain't been looking good. So I think if he fights Loma, that'll be a 4th fight in a row. 2 Devin. You get what I'm saying? One with Maxie Hughes that I think he clearly lost. And then he'll have a Lomachenko fight where Loma is going to embarrass him, in my opinion. That'll be 4 fights straight that he just got, you know what I mean, outclassed. And I just don't think he's elite level. I don't want to call him trash because he's an accomplished fighter. He's skilled, right? He got heart. He can fight. But K. Causey was good with the family. But he just ain't the upper echelon of boxing in no division. P. Hunter was good. But still, exactly. And P. Hunter, for me, what I get with these options, they're throwaways, they're distractions. We already know that. You see how me and you could come up quick and say, hey, Bug still contractually obligated to fight Spence, so you can't be fighting him, not no time soon, right? Then Jaime McGee is not even a PBC fighter, so we doubt if you fight him, being that you signed to PBC. Why the hell would they make that fight? Then you got JERMALL Charlo in the middle, and we've heard the whispers of both of them being able to get a fight with him, and then him potentially face David Benavidez in September. So hopefully we see it. Yeah, man, he was very fortunate that version of Teofimo got in the ring for him with him. Benavidez's biggest fights, playing Andre. Okay, he deserves a Canelo fight. Most Canelo haters have been crying for Benavidez even before he stepped up to fight. Playing Andre, payday. Yeah, but the thing is, Benzo, I think Benavidez as a real fighter, I think he really want that challenge. And not only that, he's beating everybody he's supposed to beat, right? And trying to prove everything he can to deserve and earn that shot. You get what I'm saying? He's getting better, and you know he wouldn't get in there to lay down. I don't think he want to fight just to get paid. Like, who don't want that payday? Like bro said earlier, they prize fighters, so of course they want that payday. But I feel like Benavidez is one of the guys that want the Canelo fight because he truly thinks he can beat him and he want to fight him. He's over there all weekend. He will be dead hardest fight to date. So don't be surprised. It could be, bro. Could be. Darren. He beat T.O. It was only a split decision, though. Samuel, what it do, homie? Andrew, great in the building. How y'all feeling? Boots for staying on. It should happen. We need it, Fate. We need an opponent for Boots. We need an opponent for Boots, man. He do. You need one for Boots, yo. We need one. We definitely need one. But yeah, man, that's the spiel on the Canelo Alvarez situation, right? You know what I mean? These 3 fights. And again, for people to see it in writing, you see what they're saying. Potential opponent for September is David Benavidez. So hopefully they stand. And I hate the word potential opponent. Like, it should be like, yo, he get through one of these guys. The next guy is definitely David Benavidez. To me, it should say something like that. But I guess that'd be too much like right. You know what I mean? If I just wanted them to say that straight out, that you're going to fight this guy, no in-betweens, like, so we'll see. We'll see how it shake out. You know, Postanian was beating on dude. Yeah, he was beating the hell out of Justin DeLuge. Fate. He beating the hell out of him. Unscripted virtual. So what's good with it, man? How you feeling, bro? I got a challenge for you, Morel. You know, call Samson before. Please ask me about you sign a fight. I love to see it. I was late. Who's on Canelo's May list? Thrill Hill. They got Terrence Crawford. They got Jaime McGee, and then they got JERMALL Charlo. And with the potential opponent in September being David Benavidez. So like I was saying earlier, just to bring you up to speed, I think Terrence Crawford and Haney McGee are throwaway fights. Neither of them are PBC fighters. I don't see why they would be interested in trying to make those fights right now, especially with Terrence Crawford being contractually obligated. And we know Haney McGee have been turning down title shots for how long now? So I doubt if he'll take the shot. He'll flat out probably say no. And then you got JERMALL Charlo, who's a PBC fighter that seems the most likely to get the fight next out of these 3, in my opinion. Maybe he'll shock me and show me something different, but his May list looking like some crap. And I think, again, it's just a shame that Benavidez ain't on this list. But again, y'all, follow me. If you're going to stand true with this September situation, cool. I'll take it. Sheena, salute queen, peace and blessings to you. How you feeling today? Good to see you in the building. So we'll see, man. But Canelo, I think, you know, he just need to stand on business. Fight 68 pounders, bro. That's all. That's it. Nothing negative to say about him. Like, just we demand more for our money. We gotta pay for that. So never forget that we the guys that got to fork over the money to see that. You know what I mean? To see this dude fight. Unless you go on stream Team 6 it. So, you know what I mean? I was going to watch Kambosos, right? He is. It's crazy. And just think about it, P. Hunter. He lost undisputed, got an offer, an opportunity to fight for another vacant title with Shakur after that. And then on top of that, said no and was able to still get a title shot with an easier opponent. Bob Arum said, nah, you think Shakur a little too much coming off the Haney loss? So I got Kambosos. You wait a little bit, I could make it for a title. I could just hear that conversation now. I can hear that. I can hear that conversation now, bro. I can hear that conversation now. Nah, no to Shakur. You don't want Shakur? Okay. What about Kambosos in Australia? I can hear Bob saying it now. For a title. You get what I'm saying? Still get to fight for a title. Title shot galore. All the Loma, bro. He gets so favorable treatment. It's crazy. Nah, you picked the perfect clips. That's a great edit, bro. Great edit, man. I thought McGee was slated to fight. He is though, Thrill Hill. So again, bro, that's why I call those are distractions. See how quick you just called that out? It's two of those guys on that list got prior obligations. You get what they got obligations already. You get what I'm saying? Who just had a fight that ain't gonna have nothing coming up? That ain't take no punishment for real. That ain't all the way back to himself just yet. JERMALL CHARLO. I mean, that came in very, very close to a super middleweight fight. Yeah, remember? We asked, why the hell did he like you come in heavy on the catch weight, right? Make you wonder now. Maybe we understand why he came in heavier on the catch weight. Now we get it. Especially if that's the next fight. Because again, I call that, you know, the Crawford, that's a throwaway fight. That's a distraction. Munguia, another throwaway distraction fight. I think the most likely, in my opinion, from the landscape of things and how it looked, I feel like JERMALL CHARLO will be right in line because that's right up Canelo alley. And then he'll be able to check both of the Charlos off his list and say, yo, I wasn't never ducking them. They just couldn't beat me. Like, come on, man. I could see it now, bro. It's annoying, bro. Tanks like Cruz fight that happen. What you think it'd be? I don't know, bro. I don't know, LO. I don't know, bro. I just don't know. I can't get a beat on it. KO, what's good with it, bro? Good to see you in the building, man. How you feeling? I gotta say, I kind of get it from Loma point of view. I get the belt from Shakur Washington. Yeah. And then again, Dante, maybe it's a chance he just want to secure a win, build some momentum, some confidence, beat a guy, get a belt, and maybe fight Shakur later on. Unification style seemed like an easy fight to make. You need to fight Johnny back. I like to see that fight too. Maul get both. Charlo brothers should retire. Man, it's crazy because they're gonna have that retirement checks to go with it. Tank versus Frank Martin. You know what? I think that'd be a good one, Dante. Man, I hope they make some shape. But we clearly know it ain't Pitbull. Like Tank said, where that chicken at, man? That's cat, man. You ain't hear nothing about it. Ain't nobody said nothing to him. Said where that money at, man. He ain't talking no dollars. I ain't fighting no damn Pitbull. I like the fact that Tank Davis be coming like that, bro. I ain't fighting that dude. That shit out of here, man. Stop trying to put that on him, bro. He say he ain't fighting that guy. He don't deserve no damn shot, man. He don't deserve no shot, bro. We get to something, though, man. Moritai versus Shakur. That's a great fight, Kendra. Raymond Moritai can fight, man. And he sparked Nakatila, a guy that Shakur went the distance with. That's an easy sell, too. He a guy with some good power, good boxing skill, got a good trainer. You know what I mean? Good pedigree. Like that'd be a good fight. It'd be a real good fight. Oh, yeah, I'm going to something. All right, there we go. That's what I'm going to get to. Great fight. Yeah, for sure, bro. I hope that we get, you know, what we supposed to get out of these guys in their next fights, because we need to see all these matches. You see him in the comments. He funny. Yeah, he be funny as hell. I don't know if people been catching how much money he said that dude done put in the bank, but I've been catching little comments, man. Tank been talking that talk to these weird dudes that been talking crazy. He been on some of these dudes' helmets in them comments, bro. I hope Shakur never let Loma become undisputed cherry picking ass. Nah, yeah, I think he'll stop the train. I think he'll stop the gravy train for him, bro. LaMarcus, I think he'll stop the gravy train for Loma. And then maybe Loma could ride off into the sunset, getting countless opportunities. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Martin's not a draw for Tank. That's not a good excuse, but I would like to see Tank fight Shakur soon. I would like to fight too, but I think some pieces might have to get moved, Darren, for that to happen. And one of the pieces being Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? I think being on Top Rank would definitely be a tremendous hurdle and roadblock to making that fight respectfully. I feel like if you listen to both fighters, you know, I feel like Tank will fight anybody. I've always said it. Feel the same about Shakur. But I think the roadblock will always be a guy like Bob Arum. When you hear him say things like, why would I look to make a fight with Tank Davis when I can make fights with guys on my stable? That tell you right then and there, he ain't got no intent in the near future of making that fight. And it seems like maybe potentially if we want to see that, maybe Shakur will have to be that moving piece to shake loose from Top Rank. And with his contract being up soon, you know what I mean? Anything is possible. I just want to see him go where the fights can happen at. You get what I'm saying? Don't need to go to 130. I think so too, Joe. I said that before. I think you need to go back down to 130. Even though it's smoke down there for him too for right now, but I think he should go down there for the next fight on Top Rank. I'm not sure if it's his last fight on there, but I think his contract is supposed to be up, at the end of this year or next year, something like that, he said. I forget exactly what he said. I forget by now, but I know it's coming soon, so I'd like to see what move he make from there. You get what I'm saying? Tank don't want no smoke, doing interviews and he's saying contract. Andy Cruz will wash him. Shish. Andy Cruz, man. Andy Cruz is a good fighter, bro. Andy Cruz is a good fighter, but I think Tank is just in a different situation. And I keep saying that not to make excuses for him. I just think it's a lot to consider when making a fight with him. Because don't y'all consider each fight that his fights are like events. They're always like big fights despite the opponent. It doesn't even matter, right? It's always an event. So I just think it's a lot of, you know, contributing factors and things when it go into making a Tank Davis fight. And I'm not saying that it's got to be so much different than everybody else's, but I think it's more options, obviously, more things to consider. You know what I mean? And when you're a guy that is putting up them numbers and you want to keep doing it, you get what I'm saying? I just think it's certain things that you take into consideration when selecting an opponent. And I don't feel like the thought process is let me go pick an easy guy. I just refuse to believe that. So again, just time will tell all things. You know what I mean? Time will tell all things. Got Loma McLaren 139, easy. Oh man, Loma light, man. Loma is light. Shoot back Saturday. That cat nice. Yeah, I seen him fight in live Dante twice. Thinking Canelo twins. Man. Shoot back Saturday. Yeah, man. Shoot. I got to see him fight twice. I like Shoot, man. He's a smart fighter and proven fighter, and he want that smoke. Rob, what's good, family? How you feeling, man? Happy holidays to you, bro. Happy holidays. But yeah, man, I did some reading too, and I see that, you know, Frank Martin is saying that he really want Williams Zepeda next, and I like that energy. I think that's a fire fight. I think after the situation with him and Shakur fell by the wayside, I think what everybody is asking is what Frank Martin is going to do next, who he going to fight, being that Shakur got to fight out the way since that little debacle. And, you know, you got some people waiting patiently to see what's next for Frank Martin. And listen, personally, I like this energy. I like him calling out calling for, should I say, not calling out, but calling for a guy like Williams Zepeda. I think that'd be a step-up fight. I think that'd be the best fight on his resume. It'd be a real fight for him to make. It won't be an easy one, and he'll get all my respect if he in there. Just to get in there with him, let alone get in there and beat him, he'll get all my respect, man. That's a damn respectable opponent. You get what I'm saying? That's 50-50 type fight to me. Zepeda coming, you know, he like to throw he got a pretty good punch output. He got power in both hands. He bring the fight. You get what I'm saying? And I think that'd be an interesting scrap. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't fighting a guy like Tank next after the Shakur situation. I wouldn't mind seeing Williams Zepeda and Frank Martin mix it up. Tank or Shakur 2024. I hope so. Yeah, I want Williams Zepeda. Need to fight someone. Ranked #1 under the WBA for nothing. And they've been saying, Cuzzo, that they're going to start putting them in those fights. I always be doing reading, and that's one of the things they were saying. Basically, it sounds like they're ready to put him in there with the names now. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, he did. And now, Cuzzo, he doubling back and calling for some of the names now. Now he's calling for some of the names. It's crazy. Some of the same people that he already seemed like he had the opportunity to fight, but we'll see. Right. Yeah, I'm just Tito and JoJo. I'm telling you. So again, he's saying the right stuff, but let's see if he you know, him and his handlers, should I say, they saying the right things about Williams and Zepeda. Now I want to see if they're willing to really move him accordingly and get him in there with some real fighters or some real name guys, should I say. And he went 10 rounds in his first fight. He ready? Yeah, man. Fast track Andy Kendrell. Fast track Andy. They was about to put him in there with Hector Tanahara, but he had to pull out. And I think, like I said, he had a hernia or something to that effect. So that tells me right there that they got Andy on the fast track and they trying to put him in the best position possible to go out there and run it up, bro. That's a hell of a track they got him on. So we'll see what's next for him. But Williams Zepeda, Frank Martin, I like that fight. I mean, ever since Tank released it, he coming different. Okay, I got you, Fate. You see that post? Top. We not Bob. Eddie will make the fight. We'll see, man. We'll see. Eddie, Tank versus Andy is first degree murder. Andy is not ready for Tank. I just feel like that's a hell of a jump. But hey, you know, he's very ambitious, Andy Cruz is, right? He's a hell of a talent, bro. He can fight his ass off. Pac-Man, tell what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? How about Shakur versus Frank Martin? That's still a good fight. What's good with it, Tay? Hello, world is in the building. The fax machine is in the building, aka another plug. You know what I mean? Salute to you, bro. Yeah, but that's the Frank Martin situation. Still a good fight, but I think he got his sights on Williams Zepeda. So I also like that because being that, you know, Shakur just fought, you know, that'd be, you know, Frank fresher to go than Shakur is, and I think Williams Zepeda might be free too. So I don't know. I just like the fight. If they could make something like that, I would like to see it. You know what I mean? Frank Martin and Williams Zepeda, it'd be worth my money. It'd definitely be worth my money. Definitely, man. But we'll see how things shake out. I mean, I want to see what's next with Frank. I don't think of him no differently as a fighter. I think he's still a hell of a talent. He's still a dog. He's still one of them guys to beat. You know what I mean? And I think he got some good fights in front of him. But let's see where he go next. Thinking boxers don't do nothing with Raymond. Frank Martin is iffy for now. Yeah, I don't know what he up to. Andy, 35 years old. Need to get it there. Zepeda versus Kid Austin, the King of Golden Boy. I think before you get that though, because I definitely think that's premature. But Jonathan, Jojo Diaz said he ready to fight Kid Austin, and that's something Kid Austin said he wants. So I think that's where his attention at. He wants smoke with Jojo Diaz, and I think it's a realistic fight for him. I think he can win that fight. In fact, I know he can beat Jojo Diaz. Speed and athleticism alone will give Jojo fits. He's definitely getting Jojo ass, in my opinion. And I like where his head is at because it's like he seems very aware of where he at with the landscape of things in terms of the competition level. I don't think he's being unrealistic about that call out. I think that's a good one. And again, he got Jojo responding, so it's a solid call out. Good name for him. Andy Cruz versus Tevin Farmer. Cuzzo want to see his eye get knocked straight. That's all. I know what you want, Cuzzo. Son of God, what's good, family? How you feeling? Tay said Kid Austin ain't shit. Ain't it, Tay? I think it'd be Jojo, though. I think it'd be Jojo. I think it'd be a Jojo Diaz because I feel like Jojo best days is behind him, and at least for Kid Austin, he a young guy coming up. So I think he'll give JoJo some issues. But I like to see it, especially because I'm big on seeing fights where both guys want to fight each other. And I think it usually make for a good fight because, you know, dude's going to go in there and try to really bring it. Kid Austin versus JoJo, yeah, it's a good fight. It's a good fight for him, I think. But as a Zepeda, I think that's too soon. I mean, I don't know. I hate to say too soon for anybody, but I think that's in the distant future, if anything. Cruz will watch Tevin. Yeah, I think he'll beat him. And Tevin to look straight. Yeah, Tevin gonna get prepared for that fight. I'm telling you. But man, again, y'all, it's fight week, and like I said, I've been building on this fight. I've been building it up, talking about it. You know, constantly, you know, reminding y'all that it's one day closer to fight week. And I came across something that was on ProBox TV, and it came from Teddy Atlas. And he kind of phrased it as a question, like, is Haney set up to win? And I'm gonna play some of the stuff he said. We're gonna listen to some of this that he was talking about. I don't like some of the things that I hear because on one end, he's asking that question, throwing that out there. I don't think it's set up for him to win. I think he's put himself in position to win. I think the way they saying it is a bit weird. And then you got PAULIE MALIGNAGGI saying, you know, Haney is getting preferential treatment in the promotion. I don't see that. I think this fight has been well balanced, promoted on both ends. I think both guys got an opportunity to, you know, speak and talk their talk and you know, hype the fight up on their own, you know what I mean, on their own accord. So I don't know what either Paulie or Teddy Atlas is saying, and there's no coincidence that it's those two guys with the most to say. So Ted Austin hype job. I ain't even joking. Shawn, little brother messed him up in the amateurs. Yeah, man. Tay said 6 or 7 round KO this weekend. Oh yeah. Which one? Regis? You talking about Regis fight, Tay? Because I know you be betting, bro. I know you be putting that money down. They've been chatting in my comments saying dead jab is too much for Regis. Or he said he just got to do what he did with Cambosis. Now, no, he don't. That ain't Cambosis. Regis ain't Cambosis. Regis can't mess with Devin. He'll win just by boxing. I guess you probably a hater. I seen that yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what these dudes be talking about sometimes, but I'm gonna play some of this, y'all. We're gonna listen to a little bit of this, man. But again, it's just different things to kind of, you know, get to this fight and build up this fight. Oh, Devin versus Regis fight. Damn, Tay calling 6 or 7 round KO. Who you got? Oh, you got Regis and Tay. You got Regis pulling off the KO. I want to see the Regis condition coach put hands on good. They entertaining together, bro. They good for boxing together. Them two going back and forth, arguing, talking trash. It's fun. It's fun for the fight. Oh, you got Dev. Now you got Dev stopping him 6'7". They really compare Regis to Cam is wild. Yeah, they disrespecting him with that one. Kirk Douglas, what it do, family? How you feeling? He said, oh, I ain't saying, but I think that fight ends 6-7. But Regis get washed, forget my comment.
Where they're trying to tell us who's going to win. Before we get your thoughts on the fight, I don't know, even though Prograis is got a big fight this Saturday night. Teddy, want to get your thoughts on the fight, but one thing I want to run by you, the optics of this fight. DAZN is promoting it as Haney versus Prograis, even though Prograis is the champion. The fight's in San Francisco. Haney's from the Bay Area. So it seems like one of those fights where they're trying to tell us who's going to win. Before we get your thoughts on the fight, I don't know if you recognize that or notice that.
Notice it all the time. It's boxing as usual. Business of boxing, baby. I mean, it's nothing new. It was not all that long ago. Remember when Terrence Crawford was fighting Horn? Horn was the champion, but, you know, he was just keeping his seat warm to pass the baton to Crawford because that's what the promoter wanted, because Crawford was the future star. He was being groomed for the future fight. It's about the future, you know, and it's about who can bring the money in. It's about who can, you know, eventually sell the pay-per-view and move forward. And again, follow the money. Follow the guy that is the younger guy, undefeated, the star or possible one of the stars, because that division has a few possible stars. But
right.
again, for me, I get what you're saying, George, but for me, it's business as usual. It's been that way forever in boxing. It's not about having the title so much as it's about who the guy is that is going to make the most money, who the guy is that's, going to speak to the audiences out there, who's the star. And there's no doubt, and they understand it for them.
He need a license, because he need a license. Somebody get him a call. I need to clear his throat a couple times. Facts, Regis is the champion, being treated as the challenger. I get that. I get that angle and what they saying. The fact it's in the bag is build Haney versus Prograis, and Prograis is the champion. I get it.
That it's Haney who's the star, even though Prograis is a two-time champion. It doesn't matter. Haney is the guy who's going to carry that baton up in that division.
And let's go around, start with you, Teddy, but your thoughts on the fight itself.
I like Haney. I mean, other than the weight advantage, Haney's fought at higher weights, but never at this level. I think that's the difference. He's never fought at this level at higher weights, but Prograis is naturally bigger guy. I don't know if he already had his best fight, and it was in the one loss that he has, but he fought a tremendous fight for the title in that one loss. It was, a very, very close fight. And I don't know if the best has passed him already. He didn't look good in his last fight, Prograis. It could have been the style of the guy that he fought in his last, horrible style. I mean, a guy that is taking no chances at all, a guy who's using his legs, a guy who's on the outside, looking to let you take the chances and looking to pot shot you all night long, a guy that is hard to find. Very, very ugly fight, very difficult fight to deal with, and obviously to look good. And Prograis didn't look good in that fight. Is it because what I touched on, that he's already had the best in him out there in his one loss, but he fight that same style brilliantly against an undefeated fighter for the title at that time? Or is he, or is it just a bad night, which like Fury had? Fury had a bad night. We all kind of agreed on that. Maybe we can agree on that with this. But at the end of the day, I think that Haney's style is difficult for Prograis. Prograis is going to have the burden of having to really behave like the bigger guy, having to come forward and bring it to Haney. Haney is longer, taller. He controls the outside. He's a sharpshooter. He's a terrific counterpuncher. He's a surgeon with his punches, very accurate. Again, he knows how to control space really well. Right. I think that Prograis will be forced to come to him, and Haney will do his thing. Pot shot, counterpunch, box brilliantly, give a class of the sweet science, boxing 101. The only X factor here for me is that in his last fight with Lomachenko, I saw a little change, a little where Haney wanted to be more exciting, whatever it was, but he wanted to maybe please the critics or just please himself. He's maturing, he's growing. As a champion, you change, you get more and more confident. He bent his knees, he sat down more. I'm very curious to see what the two champions think of this, but he sat down more and he was looking to deliver harder, more meaningful. He was looking to do more damage than just beat you by boxing. I'm wondering if he's going to bring that same Haney or the beginning of that new Haney into this fight with Prograis. If he does, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe, because it'll bring him close enough to Prograis to do what he's got to do at the end of the day, which is hurt him, probably to win this fight. He's not outboxing him. I don't think he's outscoring him. He's probably going to have to hurt him. And the last thing I say is there's a little flaw. I like Prograis, but he drops his hands. He moves his head well, but he does it from too far away. And when you do it from too far away, you can be counted and you can be timed. And when you do it from too far away with a guy who lives by countering and lives by timing, you might have a problem.
Yeah, there's a lot to touch on here. First off, I'll go with the zone mentality of putting Haney's name first. Sometimes I feel like, am I viewing this all wrong? I do see Haney as a talented guy. You know, I do see Haney as a guy who has some skills and can box rather well. But when everybody starts to push this whole star power thing, I'm not seeing it, man. I mean, I think he's a good fighter. He didn't sell a lot of pay-per-views, even against the most name recognizable opponent of his career, which was a Lomachenko fight. I don't understand really what the rush is in trying to say that he's a star. He's not a big puncher. He's not an explosive personality. He's not like the pretty boy looks like a Ryan Garcia, for example. I don't understand this this extreme push for the marketing ploy here. I mean, listen. I'll be honest with you. DAZN is I've already shown that business-wise they're about as dumb as a box of rocks. I mean, they've constantly lost money. So, I mean, it doesn't shock me that they would try to force a round peg into a square hole. But at the same time, and this is not a knock on Haney's boxing ability. I think he's a good boxer in an overall exciting weight class. He doesn't stand out to me like, oh, this guy is a guy who, among all these great fighters, among all these really good, among this really fun weight class, this guy stands out as something extra special. Dude, I don't see it. I just don't, man. And again, I think he's a good fighter. I think he can box. I just don't see any separation from everybody else. I don't see this. And like I said, usually the intangibles that you need, like a big personality or a big punching power or one of those things, like or being like and again, the model looks like a Ryan Garcia. He doesn't have any of those either. So I'm struggling to see why the push, why the disrespect for Prograis of the promotional banner saying, oh, Haney versus Prograis instead of Prograis versus Haney. This is not Floyd Mayweather post Oscar De La Hoya, where Mayweather was doing this post Oscar De La Hoya. This is not Canelo, where, again, they can fight the doorknob on the door over here and they can get 1 million pay-per-view buys. You know what I'm saying? This is not that kind of thing. And even then, I always had a problem with it, but I kind of, at least there's a reasoning. You say, Paul, there's a lot of money, the guy's worth so much money, he generates a lot of money. You kind of have to understand it, even if you don't agree with it. I didn't agree with it then, but I understood it. This right here, I don't agree with it. Just like I don't understand how the zone can constantly influx money into a channel that constantly loses money, and they still influx money somehow. I don't know where they get it out of the sky. I don't get that either. But especially this particular situation is a microcosm of the whole business model. What are you doing? What is this? Exactly what is this? So now let's go forward with the boxing. Again, I think Haney's actually a good boxer, a solid boxer. I think he's talented. I think it's a good fight. And I think styles make fights. And for that reason, I think Haney's ability to control range a little bit better than Prograis gives him a slight advantage here. Now, are we writing off? I sometimes wonder, are we writing off Prograis? He's only got one loss, and that's to Josh Taylor, who at the time was on a roll. But or is Prograis' kryptonite this ability or this inability to close range in a deceptive enough way to catch a guy like Haney, right? Because in order to close range against a guy like Haney, who's very good at controlling range, you've got to be deceptive enough. You've got to have a lot of trickery to you. Otherwise, you're going to be walking into his shots and his leads and also into his counters,
True.
So is this Prograis' kryptonite? Have we really seen Prograis against a guy with this kind of style, aside from the awkward guy that he just fought last fight with Zepeda, whatever his name was, where we saw this problem? Now, the thing about the last opponent is you got to close the gap against a guy who can punch. Haney's not the biggest puncher, but at the same time, he's probably sharper in terms of catching you on the way in. So you still got to be deceptive nonetheless. The fight is in San Francisco, despite the fact that Prograis is the champion. So are you risking to have to get a big win in order to get a decision if this goes a distance? Prograis has punching power. He's the strongest guy Haney's fought, probably. Does that mean Haney is not going to be aggressive like Lomachenko? I think that was a calculated risk as far as being aggressive against Lomachenko. I don't find anything wrong with it. You're naturally bigger physically. So you say, you know what? I'm going to break this guy down in spots by trying to walk him down with a high guard and give him a different look than what he may have seen of me in video. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I thought that Prograis with a good adjustment, and it's smart to make it against a naturally smaller guy. But I don't really expect to see that too much against Prograis, who's a pretty known puncher and throws a lot of hard punches, and can be sharp when you give him that range. You know, I expect Haney to try to control the range and take it away from Haney, take it away from Prograis. The old give it and take it away, give it and take it away, and play that cat and mouse game, and which Haney does very well. And I think that it's probably his ticket to victory. But again, I sometimes wonder, have I been too hard on Haney, or am I now overcompensating, and am I falling for the okie doke and just completely underestimating Prograis? You know, like, I still wonder to myself, because I still look at Haney's resume and I look at Prograis' resume, and I tell myself, man, this is not like a guaranteed win here, man. You know what I'm saying? But I see the ticket, I see the path to victory for Haney, and I'm basing it a lot on the way Prograis looked in his last fight. But I feel like boxing-wise, Haney has the advantage here, and I feel like he's got the ability to keep it a boxing match.
Right. Right.
First of all, I like this fight.
That was a good
ever since it was announced. I thought it was an interesting fight. I thought it was a good style matchup.
For sure. That's why I played this.
I don't want to get too deep in the weeds.
Some of it was good, but
the promotional side of what's going on, the politics side rather. The only thing I'd say is, man, look at the ages. Prograis 34, you know, and Haney is 25, and Prograis is one of those guys who.
The new Cyber Monday is here. Grab this.
YouTube ads.
A lot of his defense, a lot of his deceptiveness, like you alluded to, Paulie, comes from his natural talent and athleticism. A lot of his head movement is based off of his reactions. Your reactions don't age well. So I don't know if the writing is on the wall. Maybe people see something in him as an older fighter in terms of what his style brings to the table. Sure, he's got power. He's never not going to have power. The kick and punch, he's not going to not be able to punch as he gets a little bit older. But his ability to get away from those shots, his ability to be deceptive enough to set up that power, a lot of that comes from his athleticism and his awkward upper body movement, that offbeat rhythm where he reacts. Doesn't have much of a jab. Doesn't close the distance all that well. So maybe they're just seeing the writing on the wall. And Prograis even said, he's like, hey, I think you guys are underestimating. This isn't a puncher versus boxer. I can punch too. I have skills. And I 100% agree. I think Prograis is a lot better than people give him credit for. The problem is the style matchup. Just like I said about Prograis' difficulty in closing the gap and being a leader in fights. That's not his strong point. He's a counterpuncher. And he counterpunches off of his athleticism, his good reactions, and his power, getting himself into position. With Haney, I just don't see the opportunities being there. He's going to have to turn into a front-footed guy, and I think that's going to mean he's going to get hit more, and he's going to be there to be hit more. If he sits on his back foot, he's going to get picked apart by the length of Haney. So he's going to have to go forward, and I just don't think he's as, like you said, deceptive or defensively conscious when he is going forward. We saw that in the Zepeda fight. Zepeda just moved. Tons of lateral movement, but like you said, that guy can actually punch. I called that fight. I was there. That kid can punch. He was throwing some big bombs. Definitely not as sharp as Haney, but Prograis was not effective going forward. He was not effective walking a man down. He's much more of a sit in the middle, stand in front of you, make you reach, make you miss, make you pay kind of guy. And to your point, Teddy, what Haney did with Lomachenko was because he didn't have respect for the power of Lomachenko, and he knew he was the bigger man physically. He's not going to be – I think he actually is bigger than Prograis. I don't think he's going to be the stronger man for sure, and I don't think he's going to be big enough that he's going to be able to impose his will the way he did on Lomachenko. Listen, Lomachenko, he looked way bigger. He was a much, much bigger man. Lomachenko was a very small 35-pounder. He's truly a 30-pounder. And for him at the highest level, he's always struggled with bigger guys at 35. And with Haney just imposed that size and that will. I don't see him doing that with Prograis. One, I don't think he can. And two, even if he does, it's going to give Prograis his best chance of winning that fight, which is, like you said, Teddy, is to hurt him. And listen, he can hurt him. Haney's chin has been shown to have been affected by punches before. And Prograis is probably the biggest puncher he's fought. Definitely the biggest puncher he's fought. So that's where Prograis is going to have to really get his work in is when does get that opportunity to be in front of him. But I don't know. I don't really see Haney doing that. Haney's a very disciplined guy. He's going to stay on the outside. He's not going to exchange if he doesn't need to. He's a risk taker. He's more of a risk taker than a guy like Shakur Stevenson, which is why I kind of like Haney. I think he's a fun guy to watch, even though he is a pure boxer. He takes more risks. I don't think he has the ability that Shakur does in order to make a comeback. I miss him for entire 12 rounds. So he does have to put his nose in there sometimes, and he does. And I respect that. It makes it a lot more fun. I do think this is going to be a fun fight. I do think there's going to be opportunities for Prograis to get off. But just stylistically, I think it's a super tough matchup for Prograis, especially at this stage of his career. You know, you mentioned that Taylor fight, both of you guys did. And Teddy, that was his best performance of his career. And that was a long time ago. It was 2019. We're approaching 2024. He has not fought anywhere near that level of caliber of fighter since then. And yeah, he fell short in that fight. He lost to a streaking Josh Taylor, who is a phenomenal fighter, guy that I held very highly during his heyday. But since then, you know, the list of names, if you really look at it, it's nowhere near those top echelon guys. And like it or not, Haney is one of those guys. So let's see how he's going to perform in this fight. I still think there's a lot of questions. This fight could go a lot of different ways, but I'm still happy. I'm still excited for the fight, even though we're this close and it's kind of like everyone's really riding off Prograis. I still think it's a good fight. And I still think that it's a competitive fight.
Yeah, we're talking Prograis and Haney. And Chris, we had a chance a couple of days ago. We caught up with the 140-pound champ, Regis Prograis. This is what he had to say. And we got the WBC 140-pound champion, Regis Prograis, is with us today on ProBox.
This is the first time I actually did a full camp, like, out here. You know, I mean, spent this much time. I usually come out here like 2-3 weeks, but this time, like, I never really did a full. I never did a really full camp before, not being outside of my house. You know, listen, I thank anybody for this fight. It is him. You know, I always say that, man. I thank Gorilla for this fight because, you know, he came and it was a bad night, and then he come to run around. He's a late minute replacement, all that stuff. But if I would have blasted him out in 1 or 2 rounds, Haney wouldn't be fighting me. I do it. I mean, obviously pay is real good, but I do it because I really want to be the best. That's it. Pound for pound, I want to be the best. I want to be known as the best person in my division. And, you know, one of the best pound for pound. So that's why I do it. And this fight would bring me that. I know that this fight would bring me, you know, what I'm looking for. As a fighter, you still have to do what you have to do to get where you at. But at the same time, man, like, I came up the hard way. You know, I bought for dollars and stuff like that. I got dollar checks. I still have them in the house right now, dollar checks and stuff like that. But I really love the sport. I mean,
dollar checks,
I've been studying. I know history, man. I go back to like the Joe Gans and Jack Johnson and like all these guys. I love it. I don't know. I don't even know why I love boxing so much, but that's how I am.
Man, that was some good stuff right there, man. Okay, Regis, get us in the mood for the fight.
Now you got to make sure you download that app because we did about a 30-minute. One of the things that Prograis said was that Haney is an entitled fighter. He said he was a spoiled fighter. So I'm not. I want to get your reaction to what Regis said to us.
Look, he's got the. I understand where guys like that say that because he's coming from the Marvin Hagler place of being brought up, where he didn't have the silver spoon, he didn't have the, you know, the amateur pedigree, the gold medal. I mean, Hagler always. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's a great fighter, great person, great human being, and God bless him. He's not with us anymore, but
yeah, I think so too.
Always held something against Sugar Ray Leonard in a way. He respected him as a fighter and as a person, but he always felt that, you know, he was given what he never got. He was given every opportunity. He got the money early on. He was brought along with a big promoter. You know, the road was paved for him. And Hagler, you know, there was no road. I mean,
but the thing is, man, regardless of even though some people are, you know, roads might be easier traveled than others, you still got to make the most and take advantage of those opportunities by being successful. I don't think you'll continue to get those opportunities if you're not successful unless you're named Lomachenko. But outside of that, man, like, you got to make the most out of them opportunities when they give you. They ain't just giving them to you for nothing. You get what I'm saying?
There was nothing. There was just dirt, holes, everything. He had to find a way that he found by fighting whoever was there. He went to Philadelphia, Hagler, and he fought all the top middleweights, and they were the top middleweights back in those days.
That's why I don't think his road was.
He didn't necessarily have to fight him, but he felt he did, you know, to prove his way, to get to where he wanted to get to. And the guys that have the big promoters, the guys that have the big amateur career, they don't have to go down that road. I mean, I still give credit to, you know, Leonard and one of my favorite fighters, and De La Hoya. Those guys fought better fighters than a lot of these guys fight now, even though they did have that silver spoon, if you will. And that promoter that was paving the way. But they didn't have to do it at the level like a Hagler did. And that's what Prograis is talking about, that he understands he had to do it the hard way. He had to do it the old-fashioned way. He had to – everyone earns their way in this business. That's what I feel. But he had to earn he had to earn it in a harder way than these other guys did that have the big promoters and the road paid for them in the way that I just described. So they resent that. They feel it. I mean, they understand that. And it drives them. I think sometimes they hold on to it to use it to continue to drive them. I know Hagler did to the degree that he did. So, again, it's something that's understood. Haney, I wouldn't go as far as say he's spoiled because, Haney's fought guys that he's had to fight. He fought Linares. You say, oh, well, he wasn't but he was a champion, former champion. He could punch with the right hand. He shook him a little bit in that fight, too. So, you can't say that he's completely a spoiled brat. Anybody who's in this business, it's hard to say that. But some guys do have it the easier way. And definitely did Haney have it easier than hard, than a Prograis? Yeah, have it easy. Of course. And is that enough to say he's spoiled? I get it. I understand what he's saying. Not that I agree 100%, but I understand where that's coming from. At the end of the day, Prograis finally got to where he wants to get to, or where everyone wants to get to, a big money fight. Just the way that Hagler got to that place with Lennon. And you know what? I always felt that he wanted it so much that was a close fight. A lot of people thought Hagler should have won it, should have been. When I watched it again, Lennon was brilliant. Well, Lennon, I'm not going to take that fight away from Lennon. He was brilliant. Yeah, he stole moments at the end of the round, but he was brilliant, especially coming off the layoff and everything else. But in some ways, Hagler wanted it too much. He went out of his southpaw stand. He went orthodox. It meant too much to him. I always wonder if he kind of self-imploded in that way, that it meant so much for the reasons I just talked about, that he wasn't just what he needed to be, what Hagler normally was. He tried to be more, and he tried to prove something in that fight. I don't know if Prograis is going to go down that mental road. It's always a mental road in this business. I don't know if he's going to go down that road, but I understand exactly what you asked me about, George, and what he was talking about in that interview. Very interesting.
Teddy, you want to start a debate with boxing fans? Just bring up Hagler Leonard. Just bring up Hagler Leonard anywhere. It's going to start some kind of a debate. Here's my favorite part of the show. We had the two champs, Chris Algieri and Paulie Malignaggi, jump in the ring and give us some keys to victory for the fight Saturday night.
All right, everyone, we're talking about Regis Prograis defending his WBC.
Man, all right, man. That they said some interesting things in that. Again, as far as is it being set up for Haney to win? I mean, listen. It's just people feel like he gonna win this fight. I think that's just what it is. Why he got to be, his name got to be first on the bill or on the card or whatever the case, I would never know, being that Regis is the champion. Why it's in the Bay Area, being that Regis is the champion, I would never know. But I just don't feel like small things like that really have any impact on the actual action. So I get how it looks. Some people feel like Regis ain't being respected all the way. I get that because it's not all. That's not something you see all the time. I'm pretty sure that I doubt if it's the first time it's happened, but I get it in recent memory. You just kind of you see how Carver had Errol Spence coming out first and shit like that. So you see weird things sometimes in boxing, but ultimately, I don't think none of that is really going to have a bearing on how the fight play out. And that's the good thing about it, man. Those are just little minor details that you could overlook and still go in that ring and get your job done, man. Handle your business. So I think, like I've been saying, both of these dudes is in shape, man. Both of them, they look ready to go. And I can't wait to see it because they both look like they can't wait to prove to the other one that, they ain't on each other's level. So we're gonna find out who the real champion gonna be after this fight, man. We gonna find out. And again, man, I know y'all I know he keep giving Regis a lot of grief about or a lot of pushback about him being loud on social media and quiet in person. Again, man, I think the most important thing is as long as when he get into that fight, that he get into the ring, he fight, I think it's all good. You get what I'm saying? I think it's all good. And I think that's what we know is going to happen when Regis get in the ring Saturday night. So we're going to see a fight. Salute to my guy, Tay Jones, coming through. He said this fight over in 6 and 7. I'm going to be looking out for that, man. So he ain't pick who, but said 6 and 7. He thinks this fight could be over. So I think that's interesting, man. I can't wait to see it. I think this is going to be a damn good fight. And, man, I would love to see it be over by that time. Because regardless of who it'd be interesting to see. Aaron Barrows was a B-sides champ to Tank. Yeah, that's true, too. Dave got that snack stamina pack. Yeah, Dave got that full gas tank with the reserves on deck, man. So he gonna be all right. Press conference tomorrow, Joseph. You going live for the press conference? What time is it? It depends on what time it is. For some reason, this fight reminds me of Judah versus Spinks. It's gonna be a good one, I think, Bole. I really do. If this fight doesn't go 12, it's because Dave will stop. I feel you. Regis got to go at Devin from round 1. So am I calling the fight? I'm thinking about it because I usually do. So I think I'm gonna do a poll this time. I think I'm gonna do a poll when I get off and see if people really want to see me do that fight. Because if so, I'll be here for it. Don't hate on Snack Strong. Regis is going to outbox Devin. Got to stop him. Yeah, you gotta bring the fight to him. You gotta bring the fight to him. My bad, y'all. Press conference at 3 o'clock. I might can do that because again, it's been all about building up this fight and just playing the different things that we've been hearing on the build up. Like I said, some people felt like it's kind of set up for Haney to win. I say he still got to go out there and win, bro. And he got to stand on business. But Regis did a recent interview from the other day, a couple of days ago too. Devin's stamina has definitely gotten better since snack. That's all I'm saying. Devin throwing heavy shots from outside, head and body and sparring and rolling with the heavy return counters. He knows Prograis is going to be looking for those. I'm interested to see Devin's approach. Me too, unscripted. Me too. I don't
respect shit about Devin, the Haneys. I don't respect nothing about none of them dudes, bro, on that other side. If we wasn't fighting, but we got to fight next week, so I don't respect shit about Devin. Just how?
Because he said that you got dropped in last. There's been a lot of trash talk between you and Devin. You guys did the face-off. It got me even more excited. Right. Matt, he questioned your chin in that face-off. What'd you make of that?
Right. How my chin? How?
Because he said that you got dropped in last one.
I was like, bro, real shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, if you count it as that, bro, but I really tripped over my feet, but whatever. He crushed my chin. I was like, all right, bro, I hope you depended on that, bro, because I got a hard ass head. You can, whatever. I definitely got, if anything, I got a chin more than anything else I got.
Mm-hmm.
How do you question his ability to take
got a beard on him.
I just think he's not gonna be able to take mine. I think he can take punishment from the little guys because he's so much bigger. He's been so much bigger. You look at Devin.
I've been saying that too, bro.
He has a big size on him. So I think that coming from that frame, that size frame, getting in with those little guys, yeah, he could take this punishment. But it's definitely gonna be a different story with me. I know he's not gonna be able to take what I got for 12 rounds. It's not gonna happen. And he's not gonna knock me out. He ain't got no power. So he gonna have to last for 12 rounds.
That's a risky approach.
It's not happening.
Yeah, just as an observer, I think that's been one thing where people have said, like, there is a little weakness. Not weakness, but they question his ability to take punches. Like, he was buzzed by Linares. He got caught with punches in other fights as well, and they kind of wonder like what happens if you connect, not even solid, around there. Yeah.
Right, exactly. I mean, we'll see. But I mean, I'm not even
Devin
dependent
do
just
be in
on
shape,
pure power,
so,
bro. I think that's what everybody like trying to portray this as like power versus skill. But I'm really on my skill. That's what I've been doing here. I've been like training so hard for here, working on all the things I need to work on. Yes, I got power, but I think it's gonna shock. I think it's not everybody. I think it's gonna shock him about my speed, how fast I really am. It's not gonna be no power. Power is one thing, but I'm not just going on just prodding and walking down like a Mexican. I know I'm a. It's gonna be some skill going on.
He just gotta be smart.
What do you make of that perception of people just seeing you as just like this power guy?
I don't know, bro. I don't care. Honestly, I really don't care, brother. I mean, it's the fans, it's whatever. I really don't care about it. That's why we fight and let people guess, and the answers, their questions will be answered on December 9th.
When you look at his skills and his jab, which has won him a lot of fights, and it really complicates fights, do you see that as a very worrisome thing that he brings to the table?
I think I'm a disable him. I just not think. I know I'm gonna disable him, bro. I know I'm gonna disable him. Like just like I said, what I've been doing in the gym, what I've been doing sparring, just like all the stuff I've been doing, that's not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work. If that's all he got, it's not gonna work. I mean, I don't think that's all he's gonna have. I know that he's gonna be working on some stuff. I know that, but I just can't see him. It's not gonna be. Not gonna be.
Stylistically, like if you're coming forward and you're known as a big puncher, do you think there's going to be a lot of holding, a lot of clinching involved? Or are you prepared for that?
I think he'll try. Yeah, I think he'll try, but we'll be prepared for that. Of course, we prepared for everything.
Look what Regis
you're coming forward and you're known as a big puncher.
I don't think that's all he's going to have. I know that he's going to be working on some stuff. I know that, but I just can't see him. He's not going to beat me.
Stylistically, like
this is why I'm playing.
If you're coming forward and you're known as a big puncher, do you think there's going to be a lot of holding, a lot of clinching involved? Or are you prepared for that?
I think he'll try. Yeah, I think he'll try, but we'll be prepared for that. Of course, we prepare for everything. That's all. So yeah, I think he'll probably try, but it's not gonna work.
Not gonna work, yeah.
Nah, all that clinching, it's not gonna work. We gonna get a fair referee and all that too. So it's not. I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like a ref allowing you to work outside of the clinch also.
Yeah. We gonna have somebody that's letting us do all that stuff.
That's interesting.
I think everything is gonna be good. Everything is gonna be fair.
Bro.
I'm not gonna have to worry about all that stuff.
Some trainers that I've spoken to have suggested like, hey, like Regis has to get dirty.
That'd definitely
he has
be
to
a change of
Devin Haney. He has to show him like he's the boss, he's the man, and at times not deliberately hit him low, but like just like get rough in there with him.
Yeah, I heard that. We'll see. I mean, I think that that's like people. I think that's like the common knowledge. People want to see that, but at the same time, he's thinking the same way. He probably thinking, that's what's gonna happen too. So it's you got to prepare for everything, not just that, but it might go that way, it might not.
Do you want to have that type of fight, like or like, are you expecting that? Like, no, I gotta go to him and like show him who's boss.
That'd be risky.
That's why I do in all my fights. That's why I do in all my fights anyway.
I think this one more in particular though, right?
Kind of what I do in all my fights. Just trying to just dictate everything. Dictate just everything about the fight, the pace, everything. Just dictate all that stuff. So that's what I do anyway. So yeah.
What fight of his from the past shows you or reveals to you who he is as a person, as a fighter, the most?
I mean, you only can go by the person last fight. That's it. And so I guess the Loma fight. You can only, for me, I don't judge on Pat fights that was 3-4 years ago, because I know he's gonna develop as a person and a fighter. So I'm not worried about that. I just go by his last fight and that's it.
What did that fight then show you about him?
He got touched by a lot of stuff. It's not not just a left hand. He got touched by left, right, body shot, whatever. He got touched. He got touched a lot.
Yeah, I don't know who the ref is.
How do you take that and kind of implement it into your style? Because I know you and Loma are different style fighters.
That's a good question, bro. He did say he picked up a lot of weight.
I think that, keep saying I know that when I land those same punches, it's just gonna be different. That's all. When I land the same punches that Loma landed, it's not gonna be the same. I punch way harder than Loma, so it's gonna be different.
Is there one thing about Devin that you really respect, or is there some asset of his game where you look at and be like, you know what, I'll give him props. He's really good at that.
Right now, nothing.
Yeah, he's so down.
If I wasn't fighting, probably. But right now, bro, I don't respect shit about Devin, the Haneys. I don't respect nothing about none of them dudes, bro, on that other side. If we wasn't fighting, but we got to fight next week, so I don't respect shit about Devin. All the Haneys are nobody on that side. You know what I'm saying? It's beef, it's war, and that's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Locked in like that, huh?
Just locked in, bro. Yeah, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no credit given right now. It's all, it's wartime. It's war mode. So, you know, I can't, you don't think like that. That's all. So that's my enemy, and I ain't giving them credit for shit.
Now, let me ask you this. I think I've asked you this before, and I think you said, oh, it's maybe because of the last performance. But are you surprised that he took this fight, this challenge?
I think he's just watching it from a...
Yeah, of course. Man, it was because of that fight, you know? If I tell everybody, bro, if I think anybody for this fight is Daniel Lethal Zaria, you know, that I got this fight. You know, this is one of the biggest fights leading off the year, and because of that performance. So, yeah, I'm definitely surprised that, you know, he took it. I'm not surprised because of the last fight, the last performance and stuff like that. So, man, it's all good.
Why are they wrong on that aspect?
Because they don't know what they're stepping into. I know they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
I feel like
it's just gonna be different. It's gonna be different skill level. It's gonna be different power. It's gonna be different speed. He's never tasted nothing like this before, so I know it's gonna be. Once he tastes that, once he sees like my skill level, and once he sees how fast and the power, he gonna be like, damn, it is different.
Yeah, one thing's been consistent, like in the interviews that I've seen you.
I tell you this, man. I think a lot of people might be a little shocked or surprised if Regis looks better prepared for Devin Haney than he was in his last fight. The reason why I will give him credit, or you know, I think the potential is there. The room is there for him to potentially be more prepared for Devin Haney because they only had to focus on each other. Whereas in his last fight, Zarilla was a replacement opponent. Remember? And you had to switch up the game plan. It was, you get what I'm saying? Them replacement opponents be tricky. And sometimes guys, you just fight guys that you don't look good against. I think it was a number of things that affected Regis's performance, but I think you take things away from that. You get what I'm saying? But I don't think that's the end all be all. I don't think you could expect that same exact performance to come in there. And again, you got a totally different fighter in front of him, different style, gonna have a different approach. You're gonna execute different. You're gonna get his work done differently. So again, just like the people at home, they feel like Dev will take risks. Like Chris Algieri said it, he take more risks than Shakur. You heard what he said. So he like him because he will take risks, stick his nose in there. So again, maybe he will do that for this fight. Maybe he won't, but we gonna see. You get what I'm saying? Because it's funny how he said he take risks, but then at the same time, you said you don't expect him to do that against Regis because you don't think he can. So it's like you double talking. You kind of saying on one hand you take risks, but in this fight, he's not going to take the risk because he can't. So you could take risk in any fight. It's just what kind of risk, and they got to be calculated risks. And I think Devin Haney is a very smart kid, very calculated fighter, and that's the way he's going to approach this fight. And I think that'll put him in the driver's seat to pull off a points decision. I really do. And McQueen in the building was good, man. We just need to slow him down. And when them ribs and hips slow down that movement, yeah, got to put some water in that basement early. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash. I'm like, we're going to keep playing this.
Do like up to the build-up. You seem so confident, like with conviction that you're going to hurt him
this fight all week, man.
Where's that coming from, and what do you see there that we're not seeing?
Well, y'all don't see me sparring. You know, y'all don't see me doing the work I'm doing. You know,
that's a fact, Dante.
I know what I'm doing in the gym. I know what I'm doing in sparring, man. Like I
don't think he take more risks.
I don't want to say what happened in sparring, but somebody else said it. But you know, those things are happening.
Recordings just
I just think you get hit more. That's all respectfully. I just think you get hit more. You know what I mean?
I don't want to say what happened in sparring, but somebody else said it. But, you know, those things are happening with 16-ounce gloves on and headgear. So I just know once you put an 8-ounce gloves on, it's going to be a different story.
Yeah, I think they feel like they got the ups on them, Jermaine. I think this is a calculated risk. One that they feel like they're going to win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So given that, then, is it an early night, or is it something that you want to prolong for a long period of time?
I really prepare for 12 rounds, like really 12 rounds of brutality. That's what I want. I don't even not saying that's what I want, but that's what I'm prepared for. You know, I've been sparring like that, and I'm prepared for 12 rounds of just brutality. That's it. You know, hurting somebody for 12 rounds. That's what I'm ready for.
You know, he recently announced that he's vacating his undisputed belts, but he's throwing up the name of Keith Thurman and wanting to fight at 147. When you see that, like, what goes on through your mind? Do you feel he's kind of overlooking you or not giving you enough respect?
probably overlooking me and stuff like that. But like I said, that might be mind games
10-2
or whatever.
is
Bro,
impressive,
honestly,
bro.
like I stay off
10-2, that's
the
very
internet.
impressive.
You know, if people don't tell me this stuff, I don't even know about that stuff. I stay off all the internet. I don't look at no vlogs. I don't even look at myself, bro. I definitely don't look at him, and I don't even look at myself. So I don't even care. You know, I'm just locked in and focused on this fight right now. So whatever he got going on, bro, that's all on him. If he gave up the belts, if he fight Keith Thurman, whatever, I'm focused on him. So he can focus on whoever he wants to. But for me, I'm locked in on him.
There's one guy making a lot of noise in your division and a lot of comparisons between you two as well, Subriel Matias. Well, what do you make of him? Because a lot of people are kind of listing him as like the real dark horse in the division at 140. And are you at all eyeing a potential matchup in the future with him?
Definitely, for sure. You know, they say he was calling me out for a while, and I didn't know nothing about him. You know, he fought on my undercard in New Orleans before, so I didn't know nothing about him and stuff. And then they say he was calling me out, so I was like, who is this dude? And then I saw who he was and stuff, and then he won a belt. I was like, all right, my eyes open a little. Then he fought last weekend, and I was like, all right, you know, we can fight. You know, if he's a dark horse and stuff like that, I feel like I'm the dark horse. So shit, we can fight and see who the real dark horse is. You know, so I'm definitely open to that. But obviously we got Devin right now.
And that's answering that question. I don't know. You take it or leave it from Regis. Like, he addressed the Matias thing. He recognized that he there. He see what he doing. He know that kid is dangerous. Real always recognize real. Skill recognize skill. Beast recognize beast. Matias is a dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he addressed it. Listen, I don't think Regis ever ducked no smoke. I don't know why people be trying to put that jacket on him like he's some guy that just been avoiding people throughout his career. I just don't look at it like that. And I'm gonna keep respecting him as the real fighter I see him as. I think him and Matias will be a damn great fight, an action fight, and may the best man win. I just don't see it going the distance, man. Somebody getting stopped in that fight is all I can say. I mean, Regis will win some rounds. 10-2 sounds unrealistic. Yeah, I think he's gonna win some rounds for sure. Regis talking like he's gonna step to Devin. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I hope he had the right energy and presence of mind to go in there and try to execute a fight where he make this into a good fight. Both of these dudes, I hope they styles mesh perfectly and they make for one of the more entertaining fights to kind of close this year out while we closing this year of boxing out, man. Man, I hope you get better, Will, over there, man. That weather been brutal on us, man. 10-2, I got that one. Not 10-2 though. I got you, Rome. Yeah, he definitely listen, man. He definitely dangerous for sure, man. And the style again is gonna make it difficult, but let's see what Regis is able to make happen.
You've seen his fights though, right?
Of course, I watched like 2 or 3. I watched the ones that was on TV and stuff like that. I watched the last one, and I think I seen the fight he fought when he won the belt. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess what he showed, what do you make of him? Like what he has as a fighter?
I mean, he puts a lot of mental pressure on. But I think that, man, the dudes he fighting, they don't have that experience. You know, like he just last for Ergashev. He wore him down. He wore him down really fast. Like mentally, he broke him down really, really fast. You know, it was like after like 2 rounds, he just broke him down. You know, so. I mean, I don't know what kind of training he was doing to get broken down like that, or is Matias really that good? I don't know, but yeah, he just, for me, I'm looking at he broke him down. He just broke him down real easy.
Regardless of what happens, you and Subriel is, geez, man, that's a brutal freaking fight.
Right, for sure. Brutal. That'll be a big brutal fight. So, you know, like I said, I do welcome that, but Devin first.
I don't see
that's
that
true.
happening,
You
though.
watched this fight, which means you watched the Benavidez fight and the Charlo fight. I know Charlo's your boy. What'd you make of Maul's return after 2.5 years?
It was good for him, man.
With that, he said the stuff we need to see. Now you're asking him about Maul. Well, my brother was good with it, man.
What's happening?
What's going on, bro? How you feeling, man?
Man, look, after watching the film on both of them, what Regis needs to do is every time Devin goes to throw that right, he needs to go to that body. He's good with his left hand going to that body.
Right.
If he can keep Devin from throwing that freaking right, it's gonna be a long night for Devin.
Right.
He also needs to do kind of like in the Rocky movie, bro. Where Rocky takes his arm, throws Apollo Creed back into the corner.
right.
You need to keep him in that against them ropes in that corner and beat his brains out.
Right.
Make him pay. Deal.
Yeah, nah. He got to try to put a hurting on him. He know. He got to have that mentality that I'm coming to hurt you mentality, like he typically do, man.
And think about it, man. All the damn disrespect the man keeps getting. He's pissed,
Right.
you know. And Regis ain't the kind of guy that talks about it,
Right.
you know.
Right. Right.
He's kind of a quiet dude. He says what he's got to say, says it real quick, and it's over with. But you can tell.
I told people I think they making too much out of him being quiet in the press conferences and not saying that. And I told you, bro, to know him, and he said that's exactly how it is. Don't be fooled for that. He said Regis do a lot of shit, but he ain't about to go back and forth with you like that. So I mean,
no, bro, he's a quiet dude.
He typically don't go too crazy in him. So
look, he's one of them guys, bro, says what he's got to say, and that's a wrap.
Right.
You know. And the way he keeps mentioning how he keeps getting disrespected when they interview him.
Right.
I'm telling you, that man's coming for vengeance.
Right. Nah, I think listen, man, he in great shape, bro. That dude is definitely put in some real work. Like I said, you see Devin over there, he in some of the best shape of his career. Look like he acclimating just fine to the weight class in his first fight there. It's gonna be interesting to see how much weight he rehydrated with, being that he said he picked up a lot of weight faster than he thought. It's going to be something to think about, man. So, but I do expect him to be healthy, and I expect this to be a good fight. Regis also was saying, how he felt like he might actually try to come forward a bit and fight him a little bit. So he said if so, he prepared for it. So we're going to see, man. That'll be an interesting choice, strategy to employ on a guy that's as dangerous as Regis. But either way, I respect it if he did do it.
Well, I think after the first 2 rounds, when Regis feels whatever Devin's got in them gloves, and if Devin can't hurt him, Devin in trouble.
Yeah, man, he gotta. I think where he could give him issues. I think that, like I always say, man, his jab got to be key. I think he got to establish that jab early and often. Keep a stiff, long jab in his face, bro. I think nobody want to keep getting hit over and over, especially you jabbing him in his nose. So, give him something early to think about. And I think you do it by establishing weapon 1 with your jab and make no secret.
Well, bro, they've been watching film on Devin, and they watched what Loma did. Regis is going to incorporate what he does to what Loma did. And I'm telling you, if that right hand comes up, he's going to the body. He's going to try and get him out of there with that liver shot. That's what I feel is going to stop the fight.
That's a good point, bro. Good observation, bro. He was throwing a sweet-ass left hook against Loma. And I like the way he was reacting to some of the shots that was coming back at him. He was prepared. Like, that's why I say preparation is important, man. So I think that's
your lady sent me some pictures, bro. Little man look good, bro. He's handsome.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. He's a little greedy little dude, man. I'm telling you.
Need to tell her feed him some more. Keep that baby from eating toes, bro.
Man, it's all he do, bro. He discovered his hands and his feet, bro. He be on it. You can't tell him nothing. Can't tell him nothing.
Yeah, I just sent her a message. I just sent her a message on Instagram. I said, feed that baby. That baby hungry. He eating toes.
Yo, that's the funny thing, though, right? He'll do it even after. Like, I just think son, he in that stage. Like, I think he teething early too, because
he just teething, bro. He's just looking at you on shit. Right?
He just be trying.
Y'all got in them low rings you put in the freezer.
Right. Now we got a glove like that you can strap on the hand with that, like a teething ring thing on it. It's a glove.
Man, my boy, when he was small and he was teething, he used to love them frozen like gel rings.
Right. Yeah. For them teeth.
Man, he chew on them all the time.
Right.
He'd be drooling everywhere.
Right. Yeah, man. So look, man, it's a fight week. Like I told y'all, we was gonna be building on this all week, man. What was dope? I also came across a video, an interview where you seen Devin and Regis much younger, and it seemed like it's just to see them there then and then see where they at now. Like, they end up making a fight. They really spoke about it, and it ended up happening down the line. So I think that's dope.
No, I'm gonna tell you, when Regis stopped Devin, bro, they better make sure they lock all the rooftops up, because you go see a bunch of people up on rooftops jumping.
Right. People gonna
what's
be
up,
losing their
Jess? What's up, William?
John was good with it, bro.
Yes, indeed.
I think we missing one punch Dev got, because everybody know he got a mean ass uppercut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got a good
He just coming in, he can just throw that motherfucker.
It's just, again, with him, it's just like with any defensive fighter. I think the more comfortable they get, the more they go in their bag naturally. He definitely has a bag, a tool bag, but it's, again, the comfort level, I think, for me, will determine how deep he go into the bag. Get what I'm saying?
Hey, you never know, bro. If the extra weight helps Devin, he could pick up a little power on his punches. You know,
Regis was saying that he might be a little stronger and stuff like that. That's why I like the fact that he accepting it. You know what I mean? And just giving it a understanding that it could be a possibility, but at the end of the day, he say he prepared for it, so that's what I expect to see. Be prepared. Regis about to catch
you seen how cut up he was? Like not on no homo shit, but you seen how cut up Devin was.
No, you ain't gotta say that to me. Nah, man, I say that without. I don't think that's weird because we talking sports. Nah, that man is some great shape, bro. It's good to see because I mean the last few times we've seen him on the scales and stuff like that, he was looking all emaciated and depleted. So
yeah, 135, bro. He was looking bad.
It's good to see, bro. Be in shape, man. He a gym rat, so I ain't surprised. The Boxing Menu podcast, what it do, family? It's gonna be fun, man. That's what, again, y'all see I just want to point something out. A Devin hater wouldn't be building on this fight every day throughout the week. Different conversations, different interviews, different takes. You get what I'm saying, people? All of this, and we on Wednesday with it. We getting closer, bro. Getting closer, man. A Devin hater wouldn't do this, bro. Get what I'm saying? I just want to see great boxing, man. And
look, bro, I don't hate that man at all.
I'm gonna talk about it.
I don't even know that man to hate him. All it is Tank's my guy, always has been. And Regis is definitely my guy because he's from NOLA, you know?
Right. Yeah, Regis is one of them guys that could fight at 54. I just didn't know he was as big as what he was saying. Like,
with the
hearing it from his mouth, I didn't think that.
That's it.
But,
always.
You know what it is, though, too? I think, making the sacrifice to keep making 35 could have, you think about it, that's fights that you could be in another weight class, and then now when you get to the weight class, it's like, oh, now I'm picking up even more weight. So that's why you hear him say that, and then you hear the mention of 47. I think that's interesting.
I feel bad for
his
you,
weight
old
still
school,
work, and the fact that he's younger, he turned 25 now. So I mean, flawless mentality. How you feeling, OG? Good to see you in the building. And Styles can carry to 54. Yeah, man, he got the length and stuff for sure. You know what I mean, to compete, but sheesh, man, I can't wait to see this fight. Like I said, it's gonna be fun to watch, man.
Yeah, bro, I can't wait.
Yeah. So again, man, just speaking to the clip in the interview I was playing, they were speaking on it being set up for him to win, and I get it. It's interesting stuff that catch people attention, and we listen to the video. They got me, but I get what they're saying. But nah, he got to go in there and win that fight. You get what I'm saying? He'll go take care of business. He's not gonna win. I don't think that no guy is gonna get cheated. I don't expect to see that. And I think the right guy can get their hand raised. Whoever come better prepared is going to win. It's just that simple to me. Because
look, I don't think
I got one fight you didn't talk about today.
Execution, bro. They both got
I don't think Regis can win a points matchup. I think what Regis has got to do, the only way Regis is going to win this fight is you got to stop Devin.
Man, yeah. Or hurt him early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard him early and often and put some doubt in his head. You get what I'm saying? Hurt him.
Definitely.
Hope he can't. It take him a while to recover and you able to, steal rounds. And listen, that's a stretch because especially early, he's gonna be sharp, bro. Yeah, I think it's gonna be hard for him to hit him pretty early. I think you're gonna have to go some rounds. He's gonna have to weather an early storm of getting outpointed. I think in the early rounds. A couple of them early rounds gonna get a little rough for him, I think.
I think the first 4 rounds will tell you everything you need to know.
Some of that Regis, that fought Josh Taylor, absolutely, or the one that fought Zepeda, anybody but the guy that fought Zarilla, and probably one other fight that I can't think of the name of the guy, but he still got the job done, knocked dude out. But other than that, give me any of those Regises, you know what I'm saying, and give me a fresh Dev at 140, and I think we got us a fight.
What happened in the Zarilla fight?
Hey, Just, what you think about I know this changing topics, but you know what I'm saying? This another fight that's coming up. And I'm really in tune with this fight too. What you think about the Bam fight?
Oh man, I was just telling my brother today because he big on bet, and I was like, man, I think you got to go Bam in that one. You know what I'm saying? I like that fight. I think I like fights when dudes both want to fight each other. They want to fight each other, so I think that's gonna make for a good fight. You see Bam constantly getting better. I just like his approach, his footwork. He a smart guy, disciplined, he's well schooled, man. He nice, man. He nice in there. And then you got Sonny Edwards. he got all the confidence that you need a fighter to have going into a fight with Bam Rodriguez, right? I think he honestly believes he can win this fight, which is why he won it. So when you get that kind of energy, it make for good fights. But I definitely got Bam. He's being too smart, technically sound. I think he picked his shots better. I think a lot of that stuff, that irky jerky stuff that Sonny Edwards do, I think Bam gonna neutralize that stuff with timing, foot placement, and just picking the right shots. I just think he all around a better fighter.
Did you see that face off?
Yeah, did I see face off?
Yeah, Sonny was talking shit. Bam was like, "Yeah, you are a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from you. You know how nice Bam is. You already know how Bam is."
Right. Right.
Sonny talking shit.
Out, man. I like it. I like it.
Let me tell you what, 147 better look out for Jaleel, bro.
Jaleel Hackett. I've been aware of that kid since he turned pro, and I'm glad
that dude can punch.
Realized, seen him on the Rise podcast talking his talk, and I said this before about him, man. That might be somebody I might reach out to for an interview. I like him, and why I like
that
him,
is a body killing dude, bro.
He's smart. That dude is smart, and again, you hear from the peers. Like, it's one thing for us to see what we see in him, right? But then when the guys that's really putting in that work, speaking highly of that kid, talking about how hard he worked, the kind of shape he be in. You heard his father, like, after that win, he was right back in the gym Monday. Like, I love it, man. I love that energy, man. That kid is special. And I think it's crazy that he came into a welterweight fight at 140 pounds is wild.
Hey, who you think he should fight next?
Fluctuate a little bit if the opportunity makes sense. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy for him, man.
I'll tell you what, that dude could make 140 like he made 142, bro. 140's in trouble.
Right. I'm telling you, man, because you just got a list of different matchups that you can make that's going to be fun.
It's probably just tough for him to get them last couple pounds off. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know, bro. 2 pounds ain't all that much, bro. I could see him getting them 2 pounds off.
Who that?
Jaleel.
To make which weight?
To make 140.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, I think he could do it. 142 or whatever he came in for a 147 fight. I think he could, if need be. And again, like they said, if the opportunity is right, I'm thinking they'd be willing to entertain it.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'd like to see Jaleel versus what's his name, Matias.
Right.
That would be a banging fight.
Man. Telling you, I think Matias ultimately, I think his problem might be just abandoning his defense. I'm not saying he don't have it, because I trust my bro Kano and his eye and what he know about the guy. He know him personally. I trust him. You just can't keep abandoning your defense at the elite level. You gotta bring your defense with you, bro, when you get in the ring. Can't just get in there and be like, I'm a grind and wear everybody out and down. And again, it works all the way up until it don't. It's kind of like a knockout artist that's looking for knockouts in a sense. Now, I'm not saying he's looking for that, but he fights a certain way and he's expecting to wear you down in fights. And I'm just saying, if you in there with somebody with feet good enough, I think you got to have good punch placement, some solid pop. I think you got to be able to make him respect you to some degree. But he ain't going to stop coming unless you knock him out. So he a zombie. So don't, be prepared to be pressured mentally as long as that guy is upright on his feet. You get what I'm saying? But I do think guys that'll give him a run for his money. I don't know if they'll beat him outright, but they'll give him a run for his money.
I'm going to eat, just dude. I'm going to holler at you later.
You already know, Will. Appreciate you coming up, bro.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
What you said, John?
Yeah, I'm just saying, all it really who I really think could do it, like, if I think Tio will fuck him up because he abandoned his defense so much.
Yeah, Tio athleticism and things like that, I think trouble him. But ultimately, I think the problem he'll run into is, I don't want to say Tio don't got gas tank issues, but I definitely see him slow down and become a lot more stationary. And the reason I think that is because of all that extra stuff he do sometimes, unnecessary foot placement and moving, jumping. You know the little shit he like to do. I think that should be depleting his gas tank. And you don't want to be in a situation. Like, remember, you seen it with Loma where he was just a bit more stationary, having to weather the storm. That's a totally different storm with Matias. So you got to be, smart about how he paced himself through that fight.
Yeah, to be fair, T.O. do be doing that shit. He be doing that shit when he feel like he's styling on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if he don't get too much in his head with Matias, like he just stay like round 3 the whole fight, like like that the whole fight. Like I think he'll get him because like after he even got tired when he was doing all that extra moving with Josh Taylor.
Right.
It looked good, but that shit is extra movement. You know what I'm saying? I ain't calling him no boots. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you can just do whatever you want in that motherfucker.
Yeah. And Boots a damn dog, man. But
yeah,
good thing for
he's
boxing.
different.
It's only one fight at a time. That's the good thing. And we got a damn good one, man. I like everybody talking about the ticket sales and all that good stuff. People don't know that's good for the sport. That's good for the individual fighters. They both are part of it. It's just like when Tank and Ryan did numbers. It benefits both guys. It looks good for the sport. I really don't care who's responsible for what. I just know it happened. They was part of it. They went in there and gave us a fight. And we get to find out the most important question out of everything, not who made more money, who sold more, to who's the better fighter. And I'm always walking away feeling good when I get that answer. So that's what we get to get December 9th. Like I said, everybody been giving different takes and different looks on it. And it's just been interesting to hear all these different breakdowns, man. But I think ultimately people respect this fight. I think it got a lot of people talking. And the overall feel, I got a feeling that number-wise, just for what it's worth, conversation purposes, I think it'll do better than his last fight because I think you have so many people talking. Like, we're waiting to see this fight. And I think I got to give them credit. They played this very well in terms of, like, promoting themselves, agitating situations, doing interviews and answering certain questions. I think they played the situation very well, and it's going to work out in their favor for that reason.
I think even if they do 150K, I think that's a success in today's era because everybody not buying that motherfucker.
But I think it can do better, bro. I really do. Because I think people want to see it more.
Yeah, but who gonna pay it if you got, some people not paying for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hate that about it, though.
And it really
and that's why when I come here, I try to make sure, I pay for these fights. So I let y'all know that when I have these opinions, that's why I have them, because I'm willing to pay for them. And I think it's going to be worth the money. Yeah, the undercard could have been better, but man, this fight, I think is going to do it for me. I ain't going to complain too much.
Like, the pay-per-view fight, cool and shit, but like, what happened with Benavidez? You can't tell me more than 60K people. I know more than 60,000 people watched that fight, and you telling me it was only 60,000 people? No, bro. Like, it's no way. It was too many people posting about it. All that to saying it was only 60K.
It's been a lot of talk, bro. A lot of talk, a lot of noise, a lot of discussions. This is why I do this intentionally. And I try to be different from anybody else. When the boxing is giving me a fight, as long as I can build on it throughout the week, I'm going to keep talking about it on fight week until we get there. Like, I think it's necessary because that's how I show how I appreciate what I'm getting. So I'm glad, and I just hope they continue to build off this year and continue to make these meaningful fights, because I know for him, he going to continue to want to try to set the bar higher and higher each time. So it's going to be interesting to see not only just this fight, how things shape out for him at 140, where the loser potentially will go from here, who they'll fight to get back into the swing of things. All that stuff is good and it's fun for the sport, man. I really don't care about who lose. I mean, it's good conversation, but I just want to see boxing keep going and keep getting fights like this. I'm happy with the fights, man. So I need more. They're gonna break out the Ken.
Just before I go, I want to. But just before I go, I want to backtrack a little bit because when we was talking about Canelo, man, I'm sorry to say it, man. We're gonna have to just say what he is, man. Because he a duck. It's just flat out.
You know what it is?
Like,
because of the work he's put in, right? I know he'll fight these people. I know it ain't about being scared, but he's spoiled, privileged, bro. Silk pajama wearing dude, like he's showing up in your press conference pajama, like the dude different. Like he's coddled in that way. Like the special treatment, like they put him on the throne and be like, you make this much money, so whatever you want is what we want. We want what you want. Like, and that's unfortunate because that doesn't You know, where do we fit into that equation? Paying public.
That's the problem, just because everybody know, like, all right, Tank, he just got control. All right, so you know what I'm saying? But he been having control for a while. You know what I'm saying? Or who he was able to pick and stuff like that. Like, we know this Canelo picks.
Right.
Like, we know you're picking these guys. So it's like, how am I supposed to not call you a duck if I know you're in control of career? Like, you over. I don't care who's your I don't care if you under Al Heyman, you're over him. Like, you're Canelo at the end of the day. So you're picking these fights. I gotta call you a duck.
He said, the boxing wizard was good with it, fan. I get it. I just, you know, even for me, for people that would try to put up resistance, I'll just say, you can't tell me he's not using his status and position to pick exactly who he want to fight, when he want to fight him. And that doesn't really include what we want as the people that have to pay for it and be the reason that he could run around and make $50 million is bogus. I mean, I'm stuck on that forever, y'all. I'm telling you, $50 million is bogus.
$50 million is crazy. He over here making.
I'll fight him and his brother. What's his name? Ramon Alvarez.
He making people career. He making people career money in one night. Come on now.
Yeah, I'll fight him, his brother Reynoso. You know what I'm saying, bro? Everybody get to smoke 50 mil, bro.
Hey, Just you say you getting down to 160 in 2 weeks, huh? For that,
yeah,
168 for 2 weeks.
Look, I don't even gotta get down. I'm already down, man. I'll be
there
straight.
you go. You already ready.
Ready to go. He likes smaller guys too, so he, you know, get up in there, get my 50. Canelo, what's good, my bro? I'm not buying a Canelo versus CHARLO fight. Me neither, bro. Not under these circumstances, bro. They're not gonna pull me into it again.
But salute, Just. Thank you for letting me be on your panel. I'm gonna go ahead and step down.
Appreciate
I'm gonna keep watching though.
You already know. Salute to you, bro.
Salute to you too.
I appreciate you. That's a lot of taco shells. I'm telling you, bro. That's man, 50 million. Man, I fight the whole camp, bro. I fight his towel guy, his spit bucket holder. Like, bro, everybody getting punched for 50. Nah, but Kello, I'm with you. Under these circumstances, I refuse to spend money for that. And again, the options is bogus because nobody is a 68-pounder once again. And then they're peep the pattern. They're trying to again shine up another opportunity for Canelo. Meanwhile, dangling that little carrot that is David Benavidez over our head, like, yo, he gonna fight David in September potentially. Like, so we could be like, all right, we cool with it, and then you go fight this guy and they move somewhere else. I just hope that's not the case. I truly hope the guy at the end of that deal or the guy in September is David Benavidez for obvious reasons. I'm telling you, Tim, the spit bucket guy getting smoked, bro. He catching all types of straight lefts. Telling you, spit bucket guy getting chipped, bro. Putting hands on them. Tile guys, Vaseline, your cut man getting his work. Everything, bro. Everybody get beat up, bro. Your old trainer, you know what I'm saying? Everybody getting smoked for 50 million. Everybody getting beat up. I mean, I want everybody, but again, man, hopefully Canelo stand on business, man, and just fight somebody at 68. All jokes aside, and I'm cool with it. Defend your titles against a deserving, worthy opponent, and I don't got nothing to say. You get what I'm saying? I feel like giving us back-to-back CHARLO fights at the worst time that you could have given them to us under the worst circumstances is a slap in the face, and you don't get to do that. You don't get to like give me anything and be like, well, like, even though I ain't give it to you all them years ago when it made sense, I still gave it to you. I'm not gonna be cool with that. I'm not gonna be cool with it, especially if I got to pay for it, and I won't. I mean, tomorrow go buy a lot of watermelons. Oh man, gosh, man. Oh, he had the he said we're gonna get a Canelo versus RYDER 2 in September. That'd be crazy if they do that. RYDER thinks you know, Benavidez drains himself to make this weight and that Canelo will beat him. And it's crazy because Sean Porter feels like nobody can challenge Benavidez at 168. And if that's the case, you get what I'm saying? Or somebody need to prove it different. I got a couple names, and Morrell and Canelo in short order. You know what I mean? Either or. GP, what it do, homie? But we still do watch it because we love boxing. It hasn't been a bad year, but this has been a great year to me. It's been a very great. Old spit bucket guy getting beat up, Al Booker, keep kicking his ass. He said, I be talking shit, still be buying it. We do, bro, because we some, how JB say, we some degenerates, bro. We some hardcores. We some damn boxing addicts, bro. We need our fix of boxing, bro. Don't none make me, relaxed and calm like a good night of boxing, bro, to watch a solid card of boxing. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully we ain't got to purchase no poop, like Jay said. We don't got to pay for no poop, because I'm not paying for no consecutive Charlo fight under weird circumstances with a guy that's not fully all the way back. And then you bringing him to 68. I know he was close in weight to 68. I know he was probably well over the limit once he got in the ring, but nah, bro. Even though I think it'd be a better fight than him and Mel was, I still don't want to see it right now. I think he need another fight, possibly even two, before he do that. But we'll see, man. We'll see what boxing gives us, man. And before we do roll up out of here, man, we got Caleb Plant. And again, I remember I was talking about this fight, and this is a fight that I've been wanting to see, because I think both guys, they got smoke for each other, and they should want to fight. Caleb Plant also wants to fight as well, man.
Trying to get that Charlo fight. That's what we want next. I don't need a tune-up going in that fight. It doesn't matter if I've been off a little bit. I want that fight right next. So I'm not hard to make a fight with, and I ain't hard to find. It wasn't nothing spectacular, it just he's in there against a much smaller guy, and he was busy. He got the job done. He won. I'm glad he won. That's why I wanted to win, so we can make a fight happen. So again, it's not like I was super impressed or anything like that, but I'm glad he won, and that's the fight that needs to happen next.
Yeah, man. Well, look, Caleb Plant said it. He don't need no tune-ups. He said he not impressed with him. Hey, man, I say Caleb coming off a loss, Charlo coming off a win. I say best time right now to make this fight. In the bar and watch it if you fight Charlo. Kello, I'm gonna be right there with you. Right there with you when we sipping. Nah, I mean, Charlo needs two more. Yeah, I think so, GP. Think about two more might serve him right. Just to make sure he got the kinks worked out and he's all the way back to the physical and mental state that he need to be in to be the best possible version to beat Charlo. Because I do believe for him to be successful in that fight against Canelo, I do think he's gonna have to, I think he's gonna have to be the best version of himself, be in the best possible shape. You get what I'm saying, and be the most focused he can be going into that fight. I think anything less gets him beat. Get what I'm saying? And a competitive fight just ain't enough, right? You coming to win, so we gonna see. He said payday. They all want that payday. Respectfully, I don't think nobody would turn down the Canelo bag. Nobody would in their right mind anyway. I won't turn down the Canelo bag, Benzo, and I don't even box. You get what I'm saying? Think I won't go get smoked for the kind of money he make, or the kind of money even his opponents making? Shit, what they said, Triple G, I got 20. Got going, hey, let me get that 20. Baki, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Good to see you in the building. I punch that like button for me, sub to the channel. If y'all haven't, if y'all don't do nothing else, sub to the channel, man. You dig? So, look, man, this would be a good scrap between these dudes. I definitely would want to see it. I would want to see it, and let's hope they want to get this fight to us so we can see it. Again, fight week, man. Let's see who comes out on top Saturday night, man. Let's see if Frank Martin actually gets his opportunity at a guy like Williams Zepeda. That'd be good to see. I would like to see it personally. Benavidez, once again, he's left out in the cold. He's left off the list of options for Canelo's next fight. It don't look like. I mean, well, again, at least until September. But again, I take that with a grain of salt just a bit, because I feel like we've done this before. They played this card before, and I think they're replaying the same old card. And I think they're using Benavidez's name as like this, this carrot allegedly, or this piece of steak that they dangling over our heads, and they're telling us, yeah, man, won't y'all be cool with this other easy fight that he's about to take, or this other fight where he just gonna have the advantages fighting a guy that's not 100%, and then after that, y'all pay for that. We got you on the Benavidez fight next. Like, that's what they hit me with that. They hitting us with that, bro. So I'm gonna take it if it's offered as retirement money. You know it, Benzo. I'll take it too. I ain't gonna lie. Turn down that. Yeah, they've been turning down that Wilder smoke. They don't be wanting it. Dudes be getting their asses beat. They'll be wanting that Wilder smoke. That Them punches hit different, bro. Wilder coming for blood. You dig? For blood. Like a savage maniac. You dig? Damn sure. But yeah, so look, man, I do. This is a fight I want to see with Caleb Plant and Charlo, man. I hope they go in there and make it happen. I hope Charlo really just move to 168 and get that smoke with Caleb. Then go for the bigger fish if that's the case. But you know, I at least want to see him go after Caleb Plant. And again, Caleb Plant want the smoke. I don't see no reason why you shouldn't fight him. Get in there and fight the man. Oh, I was about to say, not me. I wasn't never on this panel. Salute to 7-8, man. The General, man. Salute to the General. What's I doing? Hold on, y'all. Give me a quick second. So yeah, man, that's boxing. Another dope build in the books, man. Fight week is approaching. We on Wednesday. We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We a few days away, 3 days away. And we gonna enjoy it. They're gonna sacrifice more to Canelo, right? Frequent. They're gonna do it, and then they gonna try to justify by telling us Benavidez is the next fight. That's what they're gonna tell us. You get what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna tell us. That's the next fight. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see. We will see, man. It's like, will Canelo finally fight a 68-pounder? Will they demand more of him? Will they demand that he fight a true 68-pounder next? That's the question. You know, will Plant and Maul finally get it on? Terrence Crawford and Jaime Munguia, as well as Jermall being potential options for Canelo, is not pleasing to the ear. I want to hear 68-pounders that really want to fight you. Guys like Benavidez, you know. But we're going to see Barboza versus Ryan Garcia. That'd be a good fight for him, Fate. That'd be a decent fight for him. It really would. It really would. But we're going to see, man, how all of this shape out, man. But another dope boxing build in the books. Canelo's living his best life fighting. Here's perfect. I respect your approach with Canelo. Most Canelo haters just hate on the face of boxing. Yeah, I don't think that people hate on him. I think it's a disconnect with the hate. I think people demand more of him. You get what I'm saying? We just want to see him fight 68-pounders. Like, that's it. I mean, take your pick. You picking anyway, but as long as it's, I think, a 68-pounder and not Jaime Munguia, that we know what you're going to do to him. Jermall Charlo not at his best. We kind of can see how the fight will play out. Terrence Crawford dragging him up. 3 weight classes. We kind of know how that'll play out in a sense. So just fight 68-pounders and let us see who the best guy at 168 is. Give the other guys a chance and an opportunity to be fight for undisputed. You know what I mean? Think about it. You gave Charlo a 54-pounder opportunity at undisputed, but you won't give it to Benavidez, who's definitely far more proven, especially at 168 than JERMALL was, right? You get what I'm saying? So he got to do better with that. But salute to him. He a hell of a talent. That's why I demand more. And when he keep bringing in them big ass, millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars to fight, man, we always should demand that he fight the best guys out there. You get what I'm saying? Part twice. What it do, family? How you feeling? I get feeling, man. So let's see. Benavidez, let's see if he out there, if he get the smoke in September. Well, I won't hold my breath for it, but we're going to see. And Charlo and Plant need to make that fight. Williams Zepeda and Frank Martin is a great fight. And Regis Prograis, Devin Haney, great fight coming up. You know what I mean? So with that, man, we going to roll up out of here, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. Make sure y'all smash the like button if y'all haven't. On the way out, salute to my bro Fate with the conclusion. Regis versus Dev, 50-50. Telling you, Canelo need to give people what they want. Y'all, Charlo versus Plant. Book it. Frank Martin versus Zepeda. That's your core tank next. I'm telling you, that's fire. All fire. And salute to everybody. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all good Wednesday. We back tomorrow to build on some more boxing. Let's see what else they got for us on this fight. Have a great night, Miss Joette Queen. Salute to all the kings and the queens in the chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And we up out of here. Peace to the fam.